let me thank our young daughter for the very wonderful appellation she gave me before I came to speak. It is encouraging to know that our future generations still are able to master our culture and our traditions. The tradition of oratory and appellations has existed for a long time, and it's encouraging that, you know, our young sister here is following in that tradition. Thank you very much. Some of the things she said I didn't understand. The tree, the quality of my tree doesn't reach that standard, but we thank her. We live in a dangerous sub-region, and a recent incident has shown what the threat of instability and insecurity is to our regional integration and trade. As has been the tradition over decades, we trade amongst ourselves, and so agricultural products from Ghana are traded into Burkina Faso, and agricultural products from Burkina Faso, Niger, onions, tomatoes are traded into Ghana. Recently, some traders from Ghana went to Burkina Faso to buy tomatoes, and they were ambushed in a village where they were transacting, and armed insurgents, terrorist armed groups attacked, and unfortunately we lost a number of our compatriots. Happily, there are few survivors, and so the Ghana army is arranging to medevac them from Burkina Faso so that those who are injured can continue to receive treatment here in Ghana. And so on behalf of government and people, we express our condolences to the families of those who were either killed or have been injured. Agriculture is one of the most important contributors to our GDP, and it is a business that has long been looked down upon. I have two experiences. One, the son of a farmer. My father was at one time the biggest commercial rice farmer in Ghana, and so I grew up on the farm. And so for me, agriculture is a passion, it's a hobby, and I just love to see crops grow. Aside from that, my second experience is I've traveled far and wide, and sometimes I visit a country and my colleague president invites me to visit his farm, and I've been impressed with what they do. I mean, public servants, ministers, every weekend, if you go to East Africa and other places, you better not make an appointment with a public servant on a weekend, because you won't get him. On Friday, they leave to their farm, they come back on Monday and go to work. And so what Andy was saying is in line. Public officers, you know, ministers, MPs, traditional rulers especially, because they are the custodians of the land. One of the major hindrances to tree crop development is access to land. And so traditional rulers especially, you know, should take an interest in this initiative of promoting tree crops. So in whatever geographical area of the country you are, if it's in the north, a shea nut plantation; if it's in Brongahafu area, a cashew; if you're in western region, rubber, cocoa, you know, and if you're in Dodoa area and other places, mango. And so all of us must take an interest in the agricultural sector, and especially in tree crops. I want to thank Nana Kwebwe. Andy referred to my own tree crop farm. Nana Kwebwe gave me 50 acres of land, and I planted cocoa on the 50 acres. So I'm a cocoa farmer, and so when the price was reduced by government, it affects me too. I want to be able to empathize with farmers so that when we take any policy decision, we know that it has an effect on farmers, and we feel it ourselves. If there's no fertilizer, if the price of fertilizer is expensive, I feel it myself because I also buy fertilizer. I recently acquired another 100 acres of land, and this time I've dedicated it to oil palm. And so we've planted the oil palm, we're putting in the irrigation system, and so I'm endorsing Andy's suggestion. When I'm going to do a reshuffle, the mitigating factor will be that you must have a farm. So public servants, ministers, priests, clergymen, traditional rulers, everybody, try and do some agriculture. Just next door in Cote d'Ivoire, almost every public servant, has a farm. And so let's take agriculture seriously. We must walk the talk, we must lead by example. We can't just always talk and say people should go back to the land when you yourself are not going back to the land. Recently, we've had a crisis with cocoa. It hasn't affected only Ghana. It's affected all cocoa producing countries. And it shows how unstable raw material exports are if you don't process and add value. And that means that we must take advantage of this crisis to make a pivotal change in how we handle our raw exports. And we've exported raw beans since Gordon Gaggisberg's time. For those of you who don't know Gordon Gaggisberg, he was one of the colonial governors. And Ghana at that time was the leading exporter of cocoa. And to think that in the 21st century, we are still the largest leading exporter of raw cocoa beans, that is not an accolade we should take pride in. We should take pride in being the leading exporter of manufactured cocoa products. And so this crisis must mark a turning point in our cocoa industry. As I explained when I spoke in Addis, we collateralize the beans and they give us money to buy the cocoa and export. So because of that, we cannot even allocate enough of the beans to our local processors. And that's why government took the decision that we should change the funding cycle of cocoa by raising the money locally in CDs, paying the farmers, and then allocating a certain portion of the cocoa beans to our processing capacity, and even increase the capacity to process locally so that we can create jobs within our value system and also stabilize the price of the cocoa that we produce. So without much ado, as Jerry, the MC, said, I'll acknowledge the representative of Otumfo, our traditional leaders, our ministers of state, our international partners, and just say distinguished ladies and gentlemen. It is a privilege to join you at this inaugural Ghana Tree Crops Investment Summit. Let me start. This summit is not merely ceremonial, it is strategic. It reflects a central commitment of the NDC's 2024 manifesto, which is to reset Ghana's economy by strengthening productive sectors, expanding exports, creating decent jobs, and positioning agriculture as a driver of industrial transformation. There's an Akam proverb that says, "Ofro duapa ni pion." When you climb a good tree, that is when you are supported. Today, I must say, Ghana is climbing a good tree, the tree crop sector. And so we invite all Ghanaians, our investment partners, diplomatic partners, to climb this tree with us. For decades, agriculture has contributed about 21% to our GDP. And cocoa has been our pride, earning roughly $2 billion annually and supporting millions of livelihoods. The 2024 manifesto says clearly that Ghana must move from dependence to diversification. Climate shocks, global price volatility, and environmental stress demand that we broaden our agricultural base. Economic resilience requires reducing our over-reliance on single commodity exports. And this is why tree crops are central to our agriculture for economic transformation agenda as set out in our 2024 manifesto. Beyond cocoa, our 6 priority crops, cashew, coconut, oil palm, rubber, mango, and shea, form the backbone of this diversification strategy. Together, these crops employ over 1.6 million Ghanaians and support strong rural economies that promote gender inclusion, contribute 2% of our GDP and 4.5% of agricultural GDP. The numbers tell a very powerful story. Share supports over 500,000 households, mostly women, and cashew employs nearly 890,000 people. Rubber supports about 500,000 farmers, and oil palm provides jobs for over 120,000 Ghanaians. These are not secondary crops, they are engines of transformation. Our manifesto commits us to transforming agriculture into a high-value, export-driven sector, and tree crops are central to that vision. Government is committed to building a 24-hour economy, a system in which production, processing, logistics, and exports operate continuously round the clock to maximize productivity and to create jobs. And tree crops are well positioned within this 24-hour economy framework. We will no longer export raw cashew, and so I invite our investment partners who export cashew to come and build the capacity to process our cashew locally. I want to travel and be able to buy cashew and see produce of Ghana, not produce of India or produce of some third-party country. We will no longer export raw cashew, raw shea, or unprocessed rubber while importing the same finished products at higher prices. And so our target is clear: 50 to 60% local processing annually, expansion of agro-industrial parks, incentives for private sector processors, and stronger regulatory oversight through the Tree Crops Development Authority. Under the National Policy on Integrated Oil Palm Development, we call it the Red Gold, government is committed to invest $500 million to develop 100,000 hectares of oil palm and create 250,000 direct jobs. If we achieve this target, it will eliminate the 40% oil palm imports that we import from other areas and make Ghana a net exporter of oil palm. And so this is consistent with our pledge to scale up high-impact agricultural value chains with strong private sector participation. And we're placing emphasis on empowering especially women and our youth. Tree crops deliver exactly that. Women processors dominate the shea industry. Cashew and mango offer strong opportunities for young people to engage in agribusiness. Coconut and oil palm create processing and logistical jobs. And so through improved seedlings, farmers' hubs, access to finance, and matching grants for small and medium enterprises, we're going to build inclusive value chains. Agriculture must be modern, it must be profitable, and it must be attractive to young people. And so this summit theme speaks to Ghana's green economy. Tree crops are climate-positive assets. They enhance carbon sequestration, they reduce soil degradation, they promote biodiversity, and strengthen climate resilience. And so our tree crop strategy supports both economic and ecological transformation. Today, therefore, I officially relaunch and accelerate the Ghana Tree Crop Diversification Project. Under this $200 million World Bank supported program, 7.8 million cashew seedlings, 2.3 million rubber seedlings, and 3.9 million coconut seedlings will be distributed to over 30,000 farmers. And I hope that you here will be part of the 30,000. 52,775 households will benefit directly from the program, with 185 small and medium enterprises receiving matching grants. I've directed the Tree Crops Development Authority and Cocoa Board to expedite implementation of this program. Our farmers must see results, not paperwork. My administration is committed to expanding Ghana's export base and leveraging the African Continental Free Trade Area. And Tree Crops will position Ghana to supply the West African markets, access Middle Eastern markets and Asian markets, and expand processed exports and reduce foreign exchange vulnerabilities. Our 2035 ambition remains 12 billion annual exports, which will translate to 2 billion per crop. So for all the crops mentioned, from coconut to cashew to rubber, we expect $2 billion in export earnings from each of these sectors. It's very ambitious, I agree, and yet it's achievable if each of you here participates in growing one of those crops. The resetting agenda is about production, it's about jobs, it's about exports, it's about value addition, and it's about inclusive growth. And the tree crop sector encompasses all these 5 items I've mentioned. So let the Ghana Tree Crops Investment Summit 2026 mark the turning point at which Ghana decisively shifts from raw exports to industrial processing, from vulnerability to resilience, and from promise to performance. And so, on behalf of the government and people of Ghana, I declare the Made in Ghana Tree Crops Investment Summit and Exhibition 2026 officially open. And I pray
TVSYZ and also on Power 97.9 FM, the hottest and the biggest conversation in Ghana inside politics near the Free and City Hall 37 Abe Bristol Street, to the heart of Accra, City in all the 16 regions across the country. Your Western Regional Capital, Takrade, Sharp 106.9 FM, Ziama Elembele, Western 100.3 FM, Sanso, and Ibuwem, Ewo, a Central Regional Capital, Cape Coast, Adom Sans Kremu, Ewo, Kotokraba Market, Rich FM, Sin Fusu. Yefri on Yanko half original capital go so nananom 92.5 FM Krem and Aduno FM so Ewo Sankore. Yanko Bono region. Time 90.9 FM on Soko and Nsoma FM so Ewo Nkran Kwanta. Northern regional capital Tamale Kesbi 107.1 FM Sanso and Boli and Kiligi FM. Yenanuma Wawa FI Live Ewo WFM Boko in the upper East region demo source 100.1 FM Sanso na Pusiga Wingpan Sampa Wende FM Yenuanuma Ewo Zeps FM Ukremu Ewo Zebila Yefri oni akofra matama hinkro kese eyeho Global 105.1 FM Kremu Ewo ho Sanso ena yefri oko T region 3 radio stations the Kremu New 89.7 FM Okete Krachi KFM Okpasa ena Buem FM so Ewo Jiasekan Yekoland na GFM radio ne Fire Life radio Sanso ena Apple 68 FM omonso Ewo America Memo Virginia on your multi-TV Digibox Radio SY 93.1 also obetime afire and live Sanso and on Facebook Live Power 979 TV SYZ Ghana on YouTube SYZ Broadcasting Mede Ede Mugabe Maase obetime afreme atan kollega B Ghana and Sema yede ebrewo ene ewie ni na no Sema temamofo ahase eka efa abandada no ya ekoye omuni pebia misusu se sika fa wo mo nsase anase wo madibone ete o mai we ebesi nei enya de se hwe ekoso afeba ko atwam ama sesi an ye less than 3 years se ebesa akwa akoto santene ni ato aba de ayimra se bedwafo ene omampanya obedi o mai nanim from 7th January 2029 na sen ena timamofo no eka ena sectors ban ena eho ewose aban no ema nani etumi ekoho na aja hyehyɛ ni tumi ekoso so far so good ministers and appointees no obia ni wa metima betena abonachi obia adwuma na enso no yewonkofo bia wose omo etumi keka omo ho na yehu sene eniema esi eko edwadie no bi koso ana de na ekoso ye ntinkofo bi da so ne na ma bonten ye betwan ama makoduru obi ma so awie ansa na yaka se ye interpol fo mwaye we fo mwaye ne fo mumra Ghana sene kanofo yata akodi semme ewo eye America mem akodi asefo nsema wosenya de se obeba Ghana hu sem no san enisi etie seselesi John Dramani Mahama otu kwan wababa bedu omai Ghana mem ha nei Accra International Conference Center Tree Club jumedi kese ekoso ho no wodi na ni monyam so etumi akota ato ahwe ene asantemero otumfu se tuote kokoso se bia bibia betimi akọ enkan ene Roads and Highways Minister Otonensa FNS ntwefo kukudan so musin konya na jumedi ban ena eba yento na yi free ekwemo no esan babiem na de eba no ho sem no sen ene sitie ena de eboboba efa eye aziwe fo ho sem no sen so ene tie nyina yesem a ene awie yesim konya ene obobi adako ene ye meges free eye no na ikusi nunum ena eye yenua eye Stuttgart Oche ononso Dixon Ochere ononso ombatene kan MP for Bekum West ononso beba at the 5 p.m. to one-on-one with yenua ba obobi adako chese oko eye Mahamake na chese ono ene administrator wada no ehwese de bia ombetotu bibia na ye maame mo omokoye dialysis no mo a omo yari omo ntumi enhwe omo hono aban no betumi aso mase na tumi ahwe omo His Excellency John Dramani Mahama say initiative we eyade aba na aba beboa Ghana fo bebre enei ye mama mahuni ekoso misa shima ba bia obia no contractor papa cha kese enkoma ho ene awie simati mu medame ho aba ye ba ye beje brani e bia nsem no mu e de amaye na hwefo ene yen etiefo. Very well. Sama kwaba at the bar TVS was at an power 97.9 FM support from the 900 million angels. That just said, yet the seminar at the Brona way national stakeholders engagement ya eba bekoso. That just say, Burem ewo a Ministry of Roads and Highways ya sector minister Honorable Kwame Agboja governs and the deputy a year Yemia Alasan Sweeney MP for a year Tamale North. On also etumi ebe jumedina se just say, Nina mono. Sisi ye di bibi foforo kura ena eba na de eba ne de saatu butu na ne bi sisi nsamwam kwemo ne eye kumase kwemo no enye nubi na sisi de ye de eba na de eba yi de eba na atumi aba beboa se de be ya omani sikasem enema betumi akoyi ho na trucks akesi efiri Burkina ene ne mpatem bagana ha omo befa kwan so a omo entu ahwe no omo so yetumi ataxi omo na se wo hwenia eba dia na chese we no eba ba be yisa manua eyetole no efiri a chese we no eye automated eye one ene omo de eba ya system we no ebetumi aboa a reduce air congestion ene eye cost ntidia eba eno ane se wo ye private car wo de areas bia mo expecting say to no house ya new eye yi touring system no we enye de ekusi da ma obi akwa akohyem we enye de okoti ticket de ama obi a wo de oka no duru ho a ne wo se wo ye no be ye na bi wa mo aye den amwa pie ne ho nsem enie ye touring system no dada na ne wo ya kwantempo no so nyina na eye makomako aduasa enwotwe 38 ya sisi yi hyehyɛ fofo a eba no yebehu towing system no mako 66 across the country 66 na chese sa pepepe ena yede eba na osu ho senia ehun nsem no esi etie nti 66 tolling points ena ebekoso ewo Ghana ha jiase kan ebi bekoho sanso ena Sofula interchange ebi bekoho Asafo interchange ewo Kumase ebi bekoho Swami interchange ewo Kumase ebi bekoho sanso ena Pokuase interchange ebi bekoho Akonje interchange ho eno so ebi ebekoho ti muntie ye obechebedie ye wo abosu kan ho ebi bekoho na chese sa tori no ade ana Ghana fo obi ene ho complain say ontua MP before ne ka so mu di levy bento mu hia say tu bia besan wo ye kwano so a wo mu di levy ba ya wo san de kopie mo ewo IMF na chese ne ho eno no nti engagement ne bekoso ewo mbia bi te set Tamale Kumase ho Takrade ene enkrampatam ha said de be amanfo no ebeti ase ansa na sa towing system no yetumi ahye ase na bibia so etumi akonkan tie nei sector minister for roads and highways otumi ene nsentwefo di ho kita ho kwan obefa so se de be ya de ba system we de ba no etese Singapore for de pepepe kama ya chese embeje traffic bi enu ho ba bi di lia de tu na manfo etwa da bi yehwese de be ya eniema kwam beda ho na kwan so brebre bibia tumi ya den etumi akoso kama de ama Ghana ha nti de eba no na chese de oho eno no nti for first one ye wo be 38 ne say no ye keka bom ni nyina no ye beba benya 66 na chese eno so no eho eno no ebeboa say de be ya transparency betumi aye adwuma eliminate revenue leakage to digital collection monitoring and reporting na chese eno so ho ensem no na wasi revenue generation no secure sustainable funding for road maintenance na chese ye hwese de be ya kwantempo no eseya ye betumi esiesie nemum ekwan bia o mo beto no saa new towing system na urban kwan a jiti esiesie kwan na san watumi ato age ho sika na chese eno so ne de eno no emra ewo o mo hyehye mra ye no so azi weyifo no ye hu se ho so no leakages bi ho ya efa nchen ene ye kan amanfo hu se o se penalty a ye chewo se bia wa you overload a big trucks is car bitua 5000 ibitua 3000 4000 tisazi we ifui se eche na 5000 na bitua da bia onu se niam na okoboke na obelodu okobolga obelodu amaka no hia no kwa na oye mahyew ne bi nya nkwanhia ewo yakwantempa wodo no so ni nyina no eto eba bitwa sanse penalty a omode ba beto ho no emu ohye 50,000 Ghana cedis tise offer overload ni eche track na ubetua nkane sika no 500 million ni nyina ye mra omo ehyehyɛ de akomra se bejefi ma enche omo pass sa emra no na beye emra na chese yankwantempo awodo no so ne behwe se de bia betumi reduce sa nkwanhia ewo yakwantempo no se cars no omo lodododo Benin Niger Togo cars ye ba na Burkina omo lodu no mo ba wo hia na ye mahyew ene ye trucks dodo na ewo Ghana ha no overload ni too much into we nyina ye hyehye ya omodi begu akwa mu se de be ya yakwantempo no so no eho beda ho kama ede amaye we nyina ye sema sector minister of roads and highways yenua Kwame Agboja Gavins enei wone ne mpanifo ewo ministry of roads and highways wo mo ede to ensentwefo enim ewo Ghana ha afe yemfiri wona afe yenko yenanim na yemfa ensema wodo a eto aso no so emfa ma yen ahwefo ene yenatifo na omuhu ensema wodo a ekoso yense aben ye hyase no ye hye ase on the 7th day of January 2025 ena chese yehweye ema bibia etumi ekoso Excellency John Dramani Mahama otumi ebefa akonya kese na wotena so se Ghana mampanyi na wohwa ye bodawuro edema Ghana fo nyina hu se MVP amonyukuo no oma ye niema bia ensem fatenti na wose Ghana fo gyina so de to aba na ye His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ye wonyumakuo bi omo ho a waye o masede se omo be yehwehwemu na maye tena wa emma second year third year yesi yentedi ema yekofo fie na afi ye ba beto aba no na afi okwachi obi ese ye witch hunting ye hu se abato oba ye political witch hunting political arrest na o mastate senior afenyo markets mo asate a omo eye dede no mo a mo bechi omo no mo nchi omo ntem mo a wose mo chi omo no mo nchi omo ntem na wo hwa eniema yeden eniema akoso pa ewo omai Ghana mem ha ya ama nipa bebre afo omo ho ayeden edi na mesha ase a mesha mensem na se ede efi eye ensema na sentem enam eye cocoa board no cocoa board nsem no eye mess na MPP for create that mess ansa na omo free eye office it didn't start today and I started ra but yaye din yes and enema ni bi wo a okwa ase a yen grassroots no ebi eni enye ekwan a yafa so ye jama bi ma nante abontene ye kufa do bai hu kwan a wodi nipa bi te se du agongomo Honorable Collins Dauda Honorable eye ato force ne eye finance minister yi kwan a kufa do mo fa so yi kwan a kufa do ni mpanifo bi efa so a wo mudi yoko akone abasa e wo Ghana mem ha na so no society said the NDC for ni play eye Mr. Nice with the new patriotic party. Hey, Mr. Nice, Mr. Nice, Mr. Nice, Mr. Nice. And one day, ebeba grassroots for no, omu nyasa a year twan hum nibium. But you say if persuasion fails, force must be applied. Nti ye be brusu na ye start brusu nintem. Yen yeja opposition fu emomo nya no ekasa way back in 2013 besi eye 2016 Excellency John Dramani Mahama ye adwuma na so MPP for ede eye tabo bi tondo se oye kronfo ikata asesha ne proye eye ade adokoro John Mahama corruption eno mo de target no ma ni nyina ye campaign bi adwuma bebre ba John Mahama ye nyina no afa yangosi aga 2016 we lost Ghana for so answer you go NDC go position 8 years 8 years no mu no said there be aban no kufu ado aban ne ba omi aban no enye papa o se san akofa eye Excellency John Dramani Mahama ansana Ghana for bi hu se na efe baby sagleme ansana Ghana for bi hu se na efe hospital bi se eye Siwa hospital ansana Ghana for bi hu se hospital bi watapa ansana Ghana for bi hu se ye water project ewo Mampong Konongo ene ne patemo bani ete ho yeja MPP fuwi ensankofo ya no omusisa omude keke from UP to NPP I mean omu character no adwene ye wo omutirem no omusuban no nothing has changed yes it is say ahwe ni ye adwene say MPP fuwi yedidi omachia be hu a se kutu se no maja hwe se bam because omotimetena ase hyehye ensema enya nokre etumi ye niema ye enya nokre na waje adi se ensema omoka no eye nokre na nso na nya saa nete se obekaya ye hwe Sam George asom Ghana ha ayawa so eye West Wagon by election yehuni esi ye ewo ho enyema bebre ena akoso ye ni sese MPP fo we omuda so na ma bonten campaign yesi monten so ye na ya kwatamare obi ade watiasimu oni de ono watiasimu be ne dey fasema mia yanko yanim watiasie enti emre aba say ye trase se ni ye ka nokora na matemamofo na tiase a awase ye ka nokora ne ye den emo motiase na mu hu de ye den de ekọ ene de eba mu hu de ekọ ene de eba ni ye ka nokora ne kire temamofo no say president ya yanyani oye president papa oye president ya wampe basabasa woye president ya no hote o ye president ya wo ahofama o do wotema and you see behind every successful man biano na oba papa bi nso yedan eternity sa wo hwe ye maame eye Lodina Mahama ni nyuma waye Lodina Foundation mimi ba studio amemfa paper na memfa pen no ni nyuma waye wokọ bole e bi wo ho wokọ region bia wo behu enyuma ye maame Lodina eyeye na so Excellency John Dramani Mahama yen green book a na ye de nam se ye nyuma yeye no enum na wo no ye hu ba bia se ye corporate ye maame Lodina na achievement at the beto Ghana for say because I nyuma na ye maame Lodina ye no the foundation na wode ni support onya ye wode ye enye Ghana sika na so enensi ye koyo renovation bi ewo eye Confanochi teaching hospital ye nya regional minister at that time ni nya cabinet minister bi te say Asenso Boache no abetena national television so say ye pe eye monumental project ya MPP aye 3 in Ashanti regional ye maame eye Rebecca eye bi ewo Confanochi teaching hospital sankofo na wo mo atumi anya swami interchange. Yeah, at that time, Magana for my free semu, but we met as a catcher say, Ghana card who yasini interchange. It will maso mobile interchange. Go to Tamale. I was in Tamale about 2 weeks ago. I went to Tamale to do my own checks. Go to Tamale today. Kwasa when I omo Kuruma say interchange, you said you can't faso. Can't sani ase akovahin. Who to be any wa can kwa kwesi na akọ baby. Go to Tamale, many animal what Tamale ATM, or more Mwati Patrick Station, Abdallah Mone, Alaja Abdallah Mo, and Nechi Sofo Azoka, your national vice chairman. Omunete, go there and find out. Ya trust sama enei. Yet Ghana hani yasi ECG containers, and yasi anyadu do say, yasi anyadu do say, Ghana water, yasi wamu diskabi, wamu diverti, ye we koyoko, we koba ebesi ne, ente omunyana na mabontene. Enya John Muhammad Jumane say, wabesori akọ kachira and say, nkofo we, National Cathedral edasu besi abontene, amafo dasu na mabontene. Kanofrata ani yoko. Red alert no ko mayi free so esi munyi free ho okọ make a chira mo sade ne eye deal the appointing authority at that time omode sa OSP we e ma mo kisi ajaben no maka wa aka se kisi ajaben no onu mo na ko nakra na ko hu lifestyle akọ papa we will live ewo eye ni fie na asojafo ayi fie homa posifo ayi fie homa ka bia e wa sase su bia e bi si kisi ajaben fie. Nanka any serious country yeah security agencies ne eso mo be you makon so mo be ya adwuma pa kasa wono so ye OSP no one ke be investigating first yenya president papa institutions na wa se no maka no mo ye de adwuma na de support president no walugu dam ya tegana ha ba umi atena ekosi san on Asempa FM yo ne onia eye menua kuma obi e ka kire say sa wo per project ya MPP aye ewo northern sector yo betimi de ne sesi ne bo say MPP aye adwuma pa eye walugu dam ya final payment ekoso 11.9 million US dollars ye tua de ama obi for no work done edwuma bi ankoso nipa jiska kwa kodi ebesi na yente hwe OSP ni ye bocha skele yokofo mu apu mu game NAB mu apu mu game mahu national security for mu apu mu game na eye director eye general CID mu apu mu game ye maame COP eye Lydia Donko fantastic woman mu apu mu game. Wasa nkofo bi starte na omo ye busy omo nya time no omo de aba betra so mo be press conference omo starte ye busy mess no omo create way back in 2020 2021 2022 2023 2024 and omo ja to ho rande abi ekokoko board no na problem no ewo ho ene omo sori omo so ye nkrani nkrafo nua koko ntu nim the difference between koko and popo idinatem ono ani nua no ono omo 1 century adwuma no ene omu na de ahoma pese omu de so eye Randy Abbey na so Randy Abbey okokoko board no create problem bia fantastic gentleman no no kwakanti o ma bona to ho say ne on resign your mama man on resign as what so problem na mo mess na mo create no wono eya rande abenu na mesoa because yankasa ye ja omo afenyo markets no na mo ya press conference ye jai eye bawomia na brantie ya onenam yi onenam no onam koku fom no kwasesa eya amanfo ma eno mo na America boaje eno mo dinsi mo ewo Ghana ha NDC as a political party mo invest in the media Debia meka yenu aba obi ene wotimeche hey she was a morning show host on Radio Good tema me what Radio Good me nyina na wo ho ene wo hwase ya trans say ye bo adwuma na na ye bo adwuma no ene bisa ho say etu hu achafo san dodo say in the system ana obi hu mo sakofo nyina ho ebetima ye de ahwehwe wo mo my tena ma problem ne mansa na yakosi ye ba be defend problem no and there be creative problem bia wo koko board go to Avicos and no me bo video bi e wa ha Cote d'Ivoire for crowd dey say no farmers mo kwafo mo nkoti koko ni bi mo maja koko no na e pro e wo bia no so because omo te no omo de go aye apaso na ewo no omo de koko share de na nanom ka no PBC for produce buying a year company for no wo mo ntobiem because omo tire say mama wo do so no e bo na aba fom nti abai Cote d'Ivoire abai no se koko no kwa de won tobie mu nie de yenya president papa wo de hyehyɛ wo ti eteki obi a wo na dwene abɔbew se me me cabinet ntena se na yen fa adwene ne adwene se ani yen kasa ne we kwan ya befa so a ye maame ye papa mo I mean the farmers you be koko farmers betima ye bibidi ama wo no wonya president a wo abadaye wo fie nyansa ni wotimi atrase no aye hyehye e de amawo abra na MPP ewo ho no world market price no mo makoko farmers ne 30% no madi 70% hwe ka o mo create to ho asa no mo level office aban we buy wo se da bi koko farmer na wo bread mema 70% me aban no me so mefa 30% wo mpe aban we aban pepa be na opebi ene entiso first na koko no na Ghana ne Cote d'Ivoire ene go to China, go to Brazil, go to Cameroon, Nigeria, our neighbors, Togo, Omu no masati yeden, edua koko. Tietia. Ni amanse chufo bisika. So-called senior journalist. Ne soriano pa no makwa kwotnase. Ye bese pejo mahama ne randia bisa from anupa kusi enyumre ni wenyade. He's one of our own. Yes. Inti die ye bia yenye ni yenhwe ni ye. Ti anuti na mema references bebre say ne mesisi na shakati da for no mo cause so mess no mo wen they are still working freely omutu kwa akoba omo passport da so kura omo ebi wo double names identities mienu e wa Ghana ha omo da so nam koba omo nam koba say ye twaya sa no mo kodu ba bi afa mo baka se mo hwe no na nipa no wo kokora dada ye mo isese na si John Dramani Mahama. And the be a trust I say so far so good. She baby to set Tama oil a year refinery. Yet the young man a year Edmond combat lawyer near a brantie babuno. Yet the Nakwakotuano. Babunia to me about befa a year company or befa Tama oil refinery no. Now a year 6 years NPP for to me or the two accounts John Bodune a year ne Timono or to me or the T account or Muja Sika $517 million US a Canada tour. Now come beton tour $22 million a year dollars. Ye never Sika no moji anyway. Betting tax na ye de buy Sika no moji na fa he. Why NIS investigate your mama Juma? Your mama Juma so be so says be better to be say mukoye get no de mato. I'm not saying say you guys are not working, but get na mo ho. Mama na nya tatem so. One will say afenyo atrase kwa hu say monchi wo mo. Afenyo kasa atrase hu say wo ma ye niema na say wonni boni a get na be kwa press wo be kwa asori dem na wawie ne bisa santwefo bisa be ka say yakwa akoye na ase asori mo ba be start ya den acheche because mu ni boni a omodie afenyo ne nim niema waye and afenyo ne nim niema oba be wuam in the few days ya waye nim we nim dia eba be to no into obesha ase ya den aburu so tem na nani ayekoko no wanya public what sympathy. That is MPP for you. Way back in 2013 2016 about power in 2016 Nothing has changed. MPP for almost a sada said on my penny that role catchers they keep changing their names and nunkwa any the omo was no and one umodeko. You're very careful. You're very, very careful. My disappointed is Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Debia Metrasi, I say, yes, a brat in the corner where you are. BTSC, the menu about Bobia, then call a Ghana Airport Company, BTSC, didn't call me the Guamas and Mameno. Baby, I would didn't be or back, Sally. Baby, I would do a Bobia da Kubekobia, the Bobia Minimuno. Baby, I would didn't be or back, Sally. Baby, I would do Mugabe Maase, Obepi. Baby, I would day a yes and Dogbe Beshebia, Obepi. Baby, I would dear Papa John Mahama Beshebia, Obepi. Baby, I would dear Mammy Lodina Bebia, Obepi. Baby, I would dear Joyce Power, would dear Niamba, a lawyer Beatrice Anna, woman, I are before. Look at the people around the president. And for more than 1 year, not even a single scandal. Say be appointee way, wakoye way and nasi wakwakoye way. ABS that under the Fourth Republic, Ewo Ghana was in Kufuor's administration or a year Akufo-Addo administration. ABS that say 1 year yante. No, my din. Itina nyama betimi a change. Ama cement na 122 Ghana cedis and betimi akona 70 Ghana. Na nyama betimi a change. Ama dollar na free 70 aba be do 10. Na nyama betimi a change. Ama enei ayon was na woton 9600 and na aba be do 6400 Ghana cedis. Na bibi sa betimi abaso. Ni betimi at transport fare so by 15% our my mo ha ma na ye. Hey, emi aye din. Ntubo so mu pia. Omo steady airwaves ne so no mo hwe ne echo. No man will say there be yafa we metum. Na mo single digit inflation nyina na nka dem ye ka ho asem. Ntubo wo say achievement no niam adwoma ma ye papa no na ye ja no ka ne ye discuss kuku. Meanwhile problem no Cote d'Ivoire they are facing the same problem, similar problem. 4 minutes to 4. Hi TVS was at an power 97.9 FM. Any affiliate stations here at Cheshire or Ghana. Mini aba obobi ada kwatras. Mama na kwa ba ne ada ho aba. E ba na fe. Ye de nkomo twetwe no aba besis. Obi a share ya che big sister.
Papa me no wa chepa. Me perfume so I can't see. This time bi ba ya che.
E bi ho.
Mate.
Madam.
Bi bi aboko de.
E bi aba so kan se.
Me kai papa.
Oni me bra ko juchu mbo afo. O perfume na papa. Ze me tono e Central London e papa.
Enche bi afa bi bra.
Wa da roma me de be badodo. Me de be badodo. Ye na ho smeti o na fe yembra. Ye ba ye ni enua ba obobi adako. Ye ba be twen woni administrator woda eye Mahama eye ke nyesa.
Ghana Medical Trust Fund.
Fantastic one. Ti ye ba be di nkomo afa ho. Na sim bibiri na na ho ni oba ye waye any lives are yet to me are save in this country. We know eye abadaye niema ene anya obi a wo abadaye wo batan a wo abadaye ene de na to ano. When you say the trust fund meboa say that then you trust inti me for obi a yen trust no mfa ne nyeden enkoto ho ye den ho abasesi a wo yen century ni say ase opese oyi ho free mu ne so wo ye broadcast journalist. You always a journalist. I'll be right back.
In this month of love, on behalf of His Excellency the President of the Republic of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama, our vision bearer, today we stand before the Ghana Gold Board, the Ghana Gas Company Limited, and iTech Global Limited with hearts overflowing with gratitude. To the First Atlantic Bank, Universal Merchant Bank, Omni Basic Bank, PSC Tema Shipyard Limited, and Elixir Global Limited, we say thank you profoundly and unreservedly. And how could I forget that breathtaking moment when our delightful school children from Mother Care School showed up at our secretariat with collections from their morning worship meetings. You indeed touched our hearts. To all those who contributed at the launch of the trust fund, we have come to appreciate you because Your generosity went far beyond figures on paper or amounts in an account. It reached into hospital wards, into anxious waiting rooms, into the hearts of families who had begun to lose hope. Because of you, tears of fear have turned into tears of relief, and despair has given way to renewed faith in life. Through your collective compassion, the Ghana Medical Trust Fund has been able to launch a 50-case pilot program to save some Ghanaians, young and old, each fighting critical, life-threatening conditions. These were not just cases, they were sons and daughters, parents and siblings, each holding onto life by a fragile thread. The huge sums committed towards their surgeries is more than financial support. It is the line between hopeless waiting and urgent action. It is the difference between a future lost and a future reclaimed. It is life restored. Today, some 25 lives have been given another chance. 25 more to go. 25 families can breathe again. 25 futures have been rewritten simply because you chose to care when it mattered the most. As the saying reminds us, the hand that receives must also say thank you. Today, we do so with humility, sincerity, and deep emotion. Thank you.
Thank you. Mugabe Maase Yamisham.
Wandanyashi, Nyayibaladon, Namundesu, Tipaya, Yadawana Sibibi, Yankuponishan.
Hi, good morning to you all. My name is Eric J, Chief Executive Officer for National Entrepreneurship and Innovation Program. We are in the month of February. February is a month of love. Donate something to support Mahama Care, that is Ghana Medical Trust Fund. So at this moment, I'll call on my good friend, Commissioner General of GRA, Mr. Anthony Sapon, to come on board to also donate to support Mahama Cares. Mahama Cares, we care for you.
But in the dark, a new day dawns.
Very well, Sam Makwaba, Edeba TVS was at an power 97.9 FM. Yene Yenuaba, a year Obubia Dakon, or no, and a year administrator at the Ghana Medical Trust Fund. Na ene 17th February 2026 yeno no eba betwetwe nkomo ni ahwe ni dwumedi a wodie no se ne ho nsem no esiti enim se yade de yade a obi enim and I mean it doesn't discriminate say be a miskani me hieni ana se me obi say a liver a kidney ana say any of the chronic disease yeah enya de say enim say ebia discriminate say o ye nipa we mo the way a category of people say they want to menya bi we dey scaffold to menya bi no and discriminate na wo hwe ye ma me papa ma bi mo go through cancer bi mo dialysis wo kidney problems ne ade bi mo kokimo any problems o mo FM no ade say ano ahie papa my excellency John Dramani Mahama during his campaign in 2024 and son ebeto abano or the Togana for when say oba obeti a trust fund medical trust fund bia ebetumi aboa said ebeya omo munyi bie ye omo ye dialysis ebi ye no 3 times in a day ebi ye no twice a day ebi ye no once a week obia ene ne de na etumi ho kanu so ya na ne boy de papa yenu mo omanya omo yesa dialysis ni bi abaha amoma be share omo experience omo go through with some of us here. Na ene yenya ye maame a we administrator da no you know ebe twetwon common we to me am the inside with me the ewure ma cheche ne ekoso ewo omo asoyo nti me sama akwa ba bi me nua ba obo bi
me so Mugabe na bibi abokoje
very well well yenim say yen maya iwumi yen galam say mining areas any ade su papa say enam sa eneman illegal mining activities ni ade say yensu ni bibiri ya ni last year wo hwe Confanio teaching hospital omo research omo ye omo de ba bonten say wo hwe ene nipa be ye wa hagina ho na oyi omo a emu be ye aduesa ensia no na che say ade say kidney and kidney infections near a too much. So say Ghana's disease burden has shifted significantly towards non-communicable disease, that is NCDs. Now about 45% of deaths in Ghana are due to NCDs. Cancer, any cardiovascular disease, any stroke, diabetes, kidney failure, any akeka home. What I remember, over to a year Ghana Medical Trust Fund a year and when you be saying.
Let me say, me letter no by 31st of July, 31st. And now say take effect from the 1st of August. Wow. Into 1st of August, you know. And so say letter no by non medical trust fund. I feel no more passing act, you know. Fantastic. Into office in Niho, she in Niho, into year started from the scratch. Fantastic. Into Nyamia Daruma between the 1st of August, kusi September no na yetimi Nyamia Daruma yenya office no so ayenya yeno em say yenua bema wo National Health Insurance Dr. Victor Bambo ohun mobo onim say National Health Insurance for no mo ho no adwuma no mo ye no es eni ye de na eden ese
very well
inti omo to me ye almost staff ni bi a second day man say ye ni omo starting and sayanka saya start ye recruitment inti National Health Insurance staff no na ye ni almost start ye secretariat inti by the middle of September and the office no up and then running well. At the end of the day no say ye di adwuma sa hye won sa say we read the statistics and cry say kroma 45% of Nipa omuwu from NCDs, non-communicable disease ne Inti obviously, you know, that means that non-communicable disease, you know, because ediu. Ene wuna edinu say ya nhwehwe mu na ye hu ne enti edi ewusana na kwa na ekosisi a yedu as at last year February March one President launching Ghana Medical Trust Fund. Na ye nam 40%. By September na ye take over na ye do 45% of death in Ghana attributed 45%. To yes. Attributed to non-communicable disease. Yes. Fan cancer, cardiovascular disease, stroke, diabetes, kidney failure, any ehun keka hu bebre account. Sebi ni treatment so enye bibia eye simple. Wokwa wo simiti me ya ma wedru ma one no dabi. Sebi we start treatment no crowd answer na obedu mfimfim na wa hit be 50,000 Ghana cedis wokeka wokanya ayeden ebumwa nti sebi so we sikeni crowd na sasa yare we echewa me cheo say by the time I start to treatment bedu mfimfim no na wo ho akom na wan kasa crowd wa start wo yeden wo hia wo dwen say wo yare nti ebe de beku ana very very expensive to treat into obia niwa oti say yesi mboa ba for non-communicable disease or obedi wan grow because a bibia a intervention obi owo wisdom to say His Excellency the President of the Republic of Ghana no betimi adwin ho say wo start fiase wa primary health care and only chese wada sorry na wotie wo ya wo fa wo papa no wonim se obetimi akọ hospital ma yeteki wo blood pressure yetimi ateki wo ye friend say moja hwe say ebia sugar levels na nya na bibi say wo fi ho no na so mo diagnosis say bibi sa na hawa no we move ko National Health Insurance ne so National Health Insurance in the dan finfin. Inti na National Health Insurance dan and no take care of sa niema we bi. But intimin take care to ni surgery level ni akọ I watching wa my den akọ ni chief for treatment ni surgeries ni ade no. Enunti na His Excellency the President say Sadia so when you have national health insurance no so a Ghana Medical Trust Fund beden betwa so amount nti what I say ade na it is a pyramid ni si ho no ase na free primary health care in fin no ye national health insurance unya bedu sro na che say watra be careful watra be careful see we do chronic here so be so.
So I mean average cost of managing an NCD's case no in average cost
me ga me nia obeye wo test ni ade be wi a ye be hu say yi be diagnose na wa cross be 56,000. Okay, I'm telling you,
million
yes, because a test in your idea and the MRI cry we are back we are private hospitals here 1,500, 1,700. We be here with the Beko Dr. Betchos a blood test we sugar levels in this animal when you super to tell not Sasika no heading. I call that.
Out be no more day yes a year.
No more passing or parliament in we no more mine Act 1144. And no, yes, and no, say you mobilize
quotation
exactly.
And when yes, 20 verse 118
22. Act 1144 no, and no Ghana Medical Trust Fund Act no. Act no so ushomwa obi wo ha say be na adwan say yes Ghana Medical Trust Fund aba yes parliament a pass sika say amomo obi wo ha na adwan say sika ni nya ye fa na ye de akore ayarefo Mugabe yintimi nya na sa because at the end of the day obi ani ho a ubetimi aka sendo yare a won checking hwe say yare ben ne hano
yes
into equipment na ye de be ye omo diagnostics no say fi baby ba
and
equipment ni bi so ni ho a ube den na we hu say we cancer no e we bi ana ye we bi
cancer no cervical cancer
your breast cancer, your prostate, memory. What am I saying? A whole lot of cancers. Some machines we know be new. I want to mean near which one a honey panel. Into Obi Ho and Adrian is a Ghana Medical Trust Fund there. No more and some between medical bills. Zabi, we share your acts in one. A show say you were near my 4. Yeah. First of all, you be providing financial support no approved persons or more access to specialized medical care for the treatment of chronic disease no. What am I say? Or second one or say facilitate the provision or access to specialized medical care for the treatment of persons with chronic disease. Invest in programs to promote equitable access to specialized medical care as determined by the Board of Trustees. What am I say? We na wo funny ya or see the second major point no and they say at the end of the day equipment ni infrastructure ye de behwe saa yarefo we no e medical trust fund say inti enne se wo kokolebu na MRI ni ho CT scan ni ho fluoroscopy machine ni ho Ghana Medical Trust Fund ye patients na ye be hwe omo no saa equipment na ye hia de ahwe omo inti senia ye betimi aboa makolebu nya saa equipment ni bi ama ye de patients no ko wa omo timi nya machines de ahwe omo no ese yetimi ye makolebu ye de enya bisi ho ama yetimi the patient mo say ye patient ni hwe ne ma ye machine ni bi wo ho a omo betimi de ayede e de diagnose omo e de aye omo treatment.
Maybe because eligibility for support. Here for to qualify for a year funding.
Ebeka Cho say we are Ghanaian. I say we are Ghanaian.
Must be a Ghanaian.
Full-blooded Ghanaian. Okay. Ebeka Cho also say who national health insurance card automatically you qualify because answer na obedu Ghana Medical Trust Fund no let's just say we figure national health insurance also what man say and na wo ba Ghana Medical Trust Fund so Ghana national health insurance who needs a card ni bia say won na so into automatically say we will be another Ghana health insurance so we nya figure Ghana health insurance no so na wo call Ghana Medical Trust Fund e say utimi show say who your friend is saying NHIS card.
Okay, card. It's a Ghana card and a compulsory.
So we be exactly. And until na de be Ghana Medical Trust Fund for you can say where the national health insurance ends, no, we the Ghana Medical Trust Fund begin. otimase nti omo no ye o treatment ni du baby a omo ho de ni ndu ho a na omo move wa yede abre yen enna sebi enya wan kasa as a patient no na wo be nante aba Ghana Medical Trust Fund office say me pese ye de me to fund no so enu no yenye ne sa doctor no treat wo regional hospital and na teaching hospital no onu no do be to sa fund no so inti doctor no show no ende okota nanim no check wo hwe no hu se wo yare no sisi ano baby edu chronic disease onu no be tape batin bi wo ne computer so no wa odo wa onboard wa Ghana Medical Trust Fund software no so no do report ni bibia to so na yen ya hwe na ya de mpenifu a wo ho ebehwe mu no ahwe within 14 days na ya approve say we a patient ayebe den ye behwe wo
very one say eligibility for support on year free home na ye why a separate institution
obi wo ho obeka say aden na makwa akofa National Health Insurance 20% na modi akwa set up Ghana Medical Trust Fund aden na say edwuma we nya munja ma National Health Insurance no monye sabi National Health Insurance when numbers the whole of this country mutual claims momo sisi how the kokan ho say ayarefo na omonya chronic diseases no yensa National Health Insurance for nkwohwe omo yensa ma National Health Insurance nkoto equipment ma hospital yensa ma National Health Insurance CC Adaya Hospital for ni here be too loaded and packed na won senia HIV by USAID for won senia omo ye no omo ti World Health Organization. Thank you very much WHO no mo dey is for regional and chance ye ti another body no mahwe HIV ni AIDS for because load ni be too much ama WHO for
no UN for
exactly into what to mean say at the end of the day National Health Insurance wo hunti my means set up a separate body to look after chronic diseases
6 months in a more establishes our secretariat way the environment they abre yetimam for memo
ye din kan say ye starting ye no ya ntna se anka say ye bi office na yete hanti ye hwe ne ekoso wo Ghana dabi yetu anamon ye nim say ye ne regional hospitals any teaching hospitals na be ye adwuma no ikrom ha regional hospitals are ye 10 teaching hospitals are ye 5 inti yetu anamon ye ko regions ni nya ekohia doctor for e wo ho medical director CEOs oni omumpenifo ye ni omudin komo say aha cancer patients are here na mo hwe wa ha mo equipment e wa ha no ne hi na ye adwuma ne ho na enye adwuma nya endenti na enye adwuma enna sanka ye adwuma nka nipa hi na betimi ahwe omo enti ye back after going to all these 15 facilities no ne ye kita working document your information ya di baye adwuma no nya wo so
man capacity system
enti ye ba ye no ye nim say ye document and ye fa ye nim say kolebu CT scan e wo ho no esua say ye nya bigger one ye betimi di aka ketwa no ho ama load na wo kolebu no obi a ohia CT scan onkosa line sebi kolebu radiotherapy machine e wo ho baako second one e wo kroma e private the whole country radiotherapy machine is kolebu nko ha and then kolebu dia no thank you very much
yes unyania
ejumeme no na be entienne say we patient was savulugu no yes so radiotherapy for the cancer treatment chi say we fa obi kan no ho ho etua omo transport e di omo betina nkra thank you san hwehwe accommodation mo na kolebu line na da machine so sometimes be 4 months na ndo so into be then wa ba betina ha be train sa di thank you very much into his excellency in his wisdom no o say yen zone into sisi an ya chem ye nim say ye 5 zones across the country into first phase na ye no ye nim say soro ho ye hia radiotherapy machine wo ho ye hia CT scan wo ho ye hia MRI wo ho mammogram machine wo ho a ye nim say ye di ni nya si Tamale Teaching Hospital into Obia was surrounding communities, surrounding constituencies, Nesa enclave nya or Shebia, Obenye Bio Tamale Teaching Hospital instead of coming to Accra. yenim say ye call western side na efia kwanta si ho ye betimi a ekopi efia kwanta no mo a galamsey issues means your problems nya de wo yare different ye wo nya yenim say omunya ombetimi akọ efia kwanta yenim say ye ko ho oti region nya de nya ya hwehwe one particular place wo near the sane mani bi esi ho na wo yare wo sa area ho nya wetimi ayede access ho yenim say wo ban fifni ho a konfa no chisi ho wo decide equipment ni bi si ho a obia or surrounding communities Kumasi wan kasapo omuhie bia ehia so mbeba akra ombeko konfa noche inti that's why we are zoning it and na ye boy ye humodin say ye binya sa equipment bi esisi vantage points no ama omuhie bi no omuhu ampre omu and na afi na ye ko obi wo ho ko na yesisa yare ni na ye no nkoye test no wa akra no fambra wa kofia akota on se mekotwen no mewu Onko no be da ko ne lawyer fe ya hin impobedi na echi ekoja ne ya hin treatment na kasa ya hin exactly inti obi utini baby no say aden na yati we na yade ekojina baby na yan farmer national health insurance anya enye easy sa
ni pa ne penso so obenya sa ya
dabi nipa no wotori anopa sisi ana otehwe your baby says we NDC na we MPP ni inti obi wo ho not wo say na ya shada na yati we ato nche na yakofo obi ebesi mu so mbedi sika ati bi da
obi ase ni mani wa yeni aba obi ada ko ne ne twetwenkomo na administrator the Ghana Medical Trust Fund ne wo ha twetwenkomo yen sentreni adwuma no wakodare mu yie pa wo Ghana ha je se oboni din a obia enimu no wa ye deputy CEO Edema Free Zones Ghana Free Zones Authority pen ekura positions office of the president wa ye adwuma wo ho ya je se wo hwe as a presidential staffer adwuma oboye campaign time tukru bia wo Ghana ha e bekota male o no bidru no ho dada a je se munchimo kan nyina ye ne na wo yobi a ye obrefo ye ka se obi ye obrefo a wo yobi a onim die wase wo ye ana wo de adwuma so hye ne nsa so wonya obeye no wa ye ni da bia me ka se if it must be done well na wo yobi a ye na nyame asese ye nya obi a ubetumi a trust no gidi ankasa ye de na koto sa trust fund yi no ano ye move on afi ye nko ye nim na ye nhwe se ne adwumedie no esitie ye nhwe yakọ ye kwan amanfo ebefa so a wo mu be hu ba bi a zones no watumi de yakọ how to access the fund no kwan be na befa so a
na me chere say doctors na be access ya ma nti wo yare a unim say wo treatment na wo ye no doctor we na de bia wo hospital wo ko hu no sa doctor no betimi aye sa intervention na ma one kasa no ntimi reach out to us as an individual. It is the medical facility any medical doctor no show no ono no betimi I recommend am yen say patient we no ye de to mahama care so
no CPP ni o so we UP ni o
enkosi dabi nti sesi anani aye ne say ye ma oma approve software am yen ye be connect all the facilities na ye ni omo be ye adwuma no sesi anu ye hu say 15 hospitals na 10 regional hospitals ni teaching hospitals ni omo kwa no betimi aboa yen because areas ni bi wo ho a say ye UC district hospitals because teaching hospital and regional hospital nye den eni ho nti omo no ya nya 6 aka ye ho a omo no ye 21 and na ya safa private facilities ni bi wa Accra Bank Hospital Maritime Hospital UGMC all of them I think about 6 nti ye de omo nya be kan wa ye nim say ye roll out on the 1st of April no ye ni 30 facilities na ye den say adwumi because yare ni bi wo ho a wo kokolebu kra kolebu be ka cho so we ye ntimi hwe ye betimi a refer wo ama urake because urake no oho na machine ni bi ye den owo a ye betimi dia ye wo treatment so treatment equipment no ebi ni kolebu ebi ni rage ebi ni baby a chi say urake nti sa no patient ni bi wo ho kra kokolebu a ye be refer na ye den akọ inti software no building e koso with ye connecting facilities no you decide say your donations are nkrofo ayama yen last year from September to December no you nya 6.6 million
say
6.6 million donations are yet exactly yes gold board banks ni ade no me frefro mu nya nyame adaro mo buy o mu tie yesufre ye share ne yekita 6.6 million as of December.
To ye de aba.
Thank akakakra.
Say
so we share now de ba.
Na books mu.
But we say combat there.
Na combat be ka. Capacity.
Inti nya ye decide say ye person ye 50 pilot cases. Na ye de test say ye see abontin a ye be connecting.
Bo bia da.
Inti so far na ye 35 patients. So 35 patients na ye no baby already 5 months ka ho. An older man as old as 70 years ka ho. What am I saying? We don't have an age limit from babies to older men. Yaye mema baku 15. Yaye mba baku 20. Deep-seated brain tumors. Yaye hole in heart. Uko kolibut cardia. Ye tear for 9 people to go through hole in heart surgery.
Oh, cardio center.
Cardio center ho. Woko mu neurosurgical center ho. Ye tear bi wo ho. Kolibun kwa me ha mania. Within this period na ye pilot cases, we've paid them almost about 1.2 million to look after patients for us. And ye ho kwa Urake Nancy answer what say midwife bia me say or ye ne dwuma oje awo na bibi page wo ni trim. Yes, we nya clot in the brain. Your friend brain aneurysm. At the end of the day, kolebu for see into me. Fanuko Urake, you do Urake. Almost your mbeje no. Midwife no line also.
Midwife no line. So. Hello, good afternoon, Miriaba. Rebecca, now come to say.
How are you doing? By the grace of God, I am blessed.
Very well. Can you share your experience with us? The administrator of Ghana Medical Trust Fund is here with us. Can you share your experience?
Oh, God richly bless you. Mommy, God bless Ghana Medical Trust Fund. They came to my aid when there was no hope. After doctors have diagnosed me of a life-threatening condition. We prayed and we stood for the Lord's answers. And today, whatever procedure that was needed to be done has been done for me. And I am alive today and I'm doing well. I want to say God bless you. God bless the Ghana Medical Trust Fund so much. God bless the people of Ghana and God bless Excellency Hanabo Obobia. I love you so much.
I love you too, Rebecca.
God bless you too, Rebecca. Enjoy the rest of your day.
That's my
Thank you.
Rebecca, your midwife. Rebecca, your midwife, said Oni. Asam na to no nebusua for the to abontin say ye nua bai or ye adwuma na bibisa ye no ye hiambo ankrofo contribute
and save lives.
Thank you. Medical situation we you call Urake almost 210,000 and some bed
2.1 billion.
Thank you and some treat. Yes. At the end of the day, Rebecca no or your midwife or Jim ba wo ne facility na or no. Inti sa nipa no saving na what boa community because a jumo ye wo community one ye ntimi njai mane nsai
ana mo kono so ma misa se wo party
da bi anu na ye papa John Dramani Mahama o se ma ye nko bi se obi se wo party card we na ofi party be mu ni ade nti ejuma na ye ne ye mbisa se ofi party hin na oba ya na wo ye wo colors ye den and da bi ye fa Rebecca no ye koye ne ho ejuma wonim se kanu no tete no nka obi enya sa na
so check na modoni
na no na ye de ma Rebecca 210,840 Ghana cedis.
Mo dia man so onfentua ne kan.
Ampa so ye tua ye wie ya de kye no mo de ne call surgery. Omo de ne call surgery no se be nkan nda ne bibi ye wuti anka ye be pai wutrim. But en the machine aba ye de why ye see nunu ma ne ye kodu baby a clot ne wo ne ya twen aba within 3 days na Rebecca sorry finim pass wo kofi.
And Rebecca ye nipa.
Na why ye? What am I saying? I'm just saying, what baby now will be says a Ghana Medical Trust Fund and people like Rebecca are a testimony of what the Ghana Medical Trust Fund is about.
No, do we need to play politics on this?
Exactly, but that's what is happening.
Strategic areas.
That is what is happening. Because at the end of the day, we'll be simply, yes, we are saving lives, we are making an impact. And it can only be a president with such wisdom. Nobody may decide to say, let this come into fruition.
More board of trustees.
Functional. solid one. Inaugurated, and we work very hard. Lawyer Tony later. And I Diana. Ding cry.
President lawyer. Wow.
Wow. And fantastic guys. You were professor for, you were doctor for, near your mom tete inasi. Into yet within 2 days now. Nima yetimi yen, no people were draining on tears. What I say, and the decision be as well you taking, we take it with the board of trustees. Into ye see a bontia, ye de power near holding power, they see a bontina yakoye jumi, and the 50 pilot cases. So far, ye 35 cases. 35 cases in a cost are costing 2.8 million. Yes, in Tinkasanko for winning sebi. Omokonya sasika we baby na we di 5 months e baby aye wo na no wo yare wo nani so a onhu ade and then omotimi aye ne surgery my baby no nani hu ade 5 months old baby nka by now why blind inti obiti baby no kasati aga na medical trust fund ka chen se nto no ato no na nka wonya mboa fi Ghana medical trust fund wa nka baba ya baso
Yahwe a year infrastructure investment honso.
Sabi nka machine ya ye di treaty Rebecca. Yura ken kwa na bi ye den e wo ho. Kolebu na bi wo ho na gya atom. Inti enye adwuma for a few months cardio center there no enye adwuma. Inti sesi an wudu ho na nka ye se kona koye ayi a ye friend ne sen. Koye call you see card lab here with tester. Just a private facility. Okay. And also ko an board in His Excellency dream one of sister machines we some to be back room. Ampa yesi mu yato miensa.
What was saying?
Miensa.
Ba kopa ne wo mo Ghana. Se mo nya 3 abeka ho.
Ye de ba ko si kolebu. Ye de ba ko si Konfanochi na ye de ba ko si Tamale. O show screen so building no. We na yesi wo Konfanochi. The same thing. Konfanochi na ye tutu form na yesi wo.
Akufa Dubai no agenda wa intimi ensihwe wa shanti masa akọ Konfanochi aso yo sen gosi building.
Omo car park bi e da omo police station bi e wo ho enim no. Na ye tutu ho sisi
Ghana medical transfer mo na mo ye we
yesi and ochina kra me ko ho omo to foundation
6 months in office.
Yes.
Ma ha said so abofo.
Thank you very much. Inti catheterization
this lab is evidence based.
Yes, ye de miensa na eba kolebu de ende na bi wo ho na ase inti anu ye tutu efidan no mu na ya expanded dan na ye de fufuru esim Konfanochi ye de another one si o Tamale Teaching Hospital Konfanochi any Tamale Teaching Hospital ye si wi anu ni ye fra o
ka ba o enye Konfanochi nye kuma sen kwa na
mo ye de bi si Tamale ultimately we mu a ubenya o card lab no wo ho a ye de be ye blood clot and the unya stroke baby a blood clot no will be as machine etumi room eko kotwimoja no fi ho obi a wenya stroke etumi treat na within a few days no more exactly ye wo hybrid theater wo ho a ura dan no ma yebetimi AUC theater no so ayo surgery ye wo ICU wo ho recovery ward ye wo oxygen plant pharmacy consulting rooms ninya wo dan no
say the medical doctor.
I'm just telling you, say, if you don't have a president with foresight now, obey then wadwin. And then open head surgery.
Man is so ambitious.
I'm telling you. Inti sisi ano we cry first phase o na ye miensa ye wi ye be select other facilities na de be ko. Thank you very much.
Inti me hwe Tamale na ebetimi take care of the good people of Mowo or
Damango Savannah Bebia West
and other borders in Ebani na Burkina ne
Mugabe nyan say ye DC ho so keke ye de omo cardiologist ni ade no training e wo baby a ye to machine no Germany no omo training omo to operate the machines until by the time I die be ready by the first half of this year no na sankrofo no so akọ training aba omo ba operate machine no
Bobi adako
na umpe we na opeden
Bobi adako
wo sorry wo kasatia president Mahama
Bobi adako na Mahama ikura ayede magic na ayede Bobi a
enye no nko
6 months
yes eno na me tell no ye two for me away a friend is Konfanochi another one when hu eno ye Tamale Teaching Hospital
Tamale de
inti kolebu ne de edan ne de wo ho dada but eno kra no ya adwin say ye mfensi mu saa inti ene say yakọ omo renovate ho expand ne kakra na ho mframa fa ho aye kese kakra na machine ne besi ho etimi ahome na eno so start aye adwuma full time Inti at the end of the day no enya no nko na ye ni physicians and surgeons college for no akasa se sa nneema wenya ye be ye hia more specialist omo betimi ahwe nipa na ye den ama ye because ye to equipment na ye ni nipa na omo betimi operate equipment na that means equipment so ho nya den eni mfaso inti wokọ omo ho ye training 100 specialist doctors and no ye chama regions inti region bia at the end of specialist doctors no we are training 100 nurses, 100 pharmacists. Now you are mama regions so into region bia can boast of such specialist doctors and nurses, ne pharmacists no. Into baby a ube rabia, we a cancer patient, oncologist or besho, cardiologist or nephrologist, any critical care. Sankrophonia will be at your disposal because ya bomo ka the omuko training.
Resource mobilization. Yeah.
No. No, me catch us last year between September and December, it means 6.6 million. This year looks very positive for us because you corporate institutions ni bebre almost almost CSRs so from beginning of the year no more then omo allocate into yesra omo say bebre na omo CSR no omo mpe kakra mayen ne mfa nso ne aban dia mayen no so ne yentimi mfa nya equipment infrastructure yentimi ntua medical bills of these patients ne ade na nipa so munya den enje omo yennim so say bebre wo ho omo be fi yen no ma ba beboa yen ma yenya saa sika no at the end of the day bebre aboa yen dada wo hwe Ghana gold border last year omo mine 2 million Ghana cedis. Yes. So wow him this year last year and towards the end of the year this year me sure say ni CSR no obeba through abeboy
fantastic
Mugabe and they will call Rich Hospital Accra regional hospital CT scan ni ho MRI ni ho fluoroscopy ni ho x-ray machines ni ho Rich Hospital yeah capital city Rich Hospital 1,000 patients a day
1,000
I'm telling you 1,000 every day be admit almost 200 people Sancrophone nya then ye be diagnose yomu then ye de ebe yomu test nya de into we call Rich Hospital na say we CT scan MRI na bibia say your mouth cheat na we call outside the facility now we call your test now sign the ba and say your choice ko no medro we na ye jo atwa. How is that possible?
Inti ye fast like I say so ma telecell
omo no my cervical your friend is a diagnosis equipment no inti ye de ba ko esi se hwe so ye de ba ko esi your friend is saying Tamale Teaching Hospital na ye de ba ko esi Kolebu inti wo your ba utimi ko ho na wa ko test ya hwe say o cervix bibia ye okay inti enu so telecell for na de man ye sign one another ship bia July air by your friend Maase ship Maase ship ne yes a ship na hospital si so no omo de yes surgeries no omo be hwe aye surgeries of about 10,000 patients ewa brain tumor omo any different kinds of surgeries almost from July no omo beba for 10 months omo be doki wo temahabo ho na ya transport patients no yes in chenwa na ya basi patients ne mo ye omo baby omo do beto na wo recover na you na the next batch aba into between July no 10 months no mbeba no na ya 10,000
if la breach ba shape no ya ba be hwa am for ha wi a na san akọ nukurum
into obedoki for 10 months. Another team on my bar and the omni and Crawford no Tamale Teaching you from Project Cure Cure for no nyomo ye ne so medical equipment na Abruchi Hospital for no e bi omo use no 6 months 1 year no mo yi no mo the new technology si ho no some machines no omo collect ebi wo kra ye brand new omo use here but omo collect no omo the ama African countries no and omo ba omo ye assessment wa ha omo so omo kwa sometimes we wo ha no omo bro be 10 containers of hospital equipment hospital beds incubators insane mania ninya omo wi a omo ko and then ye call ayini your friend is saying Kolebu maybe ya de card lab ni sin ehoni
inspection
and then if you wanna maybe into omo bubu niema no wo ho a omo expand ne kakra na omo etimi by 31st of March na equipment na bama ya fix ma ho nya bibia dadin
mo se mo bubu ho
ye bubu ho nya ya be ye ne fefefe ya branded nice
so would when kohwe
me kohwe de bia makohwe Kolebu endo china meko Kumasi akwa Kumasi de by Friday na meja tamale ese me hwe bebi a omo ayedu ni bebi a ese ye se correction na bibi wa contribution bia na ye de amom nti enye se edwuma ye de amom nti madawu da bi me jina almost contractor na we catch o se who me call fe na ne ye machine
nti we sa ades we nyina bo bia efrehin nra ya 6 months in wa hu bibi a boyare ni din as se kwa de we medical doctor efrehin adom na na
journalist de bibia wo kan bibia wo sia
eda na read sa na
de o Kolebu yes ya decommission old one na ja to mu no na ye di new one no esi ho nti na ejuma
di ne betimi abeka obi to say President Mahama na obeda ye ma melody na da ne nche na obeson da ye papa say ma me fa bibi say mra
unim say dan na omo launch no utie ni speech na or say a stepmother way of breast cancer.
Wow.
Or say papa bia onim ne papa onya kidney problem mo de to dialysis so or toni hu ne manya we so san we man na ebusuan ye basa nti ono no saa ne man has come very close to him nti onim senia omo munya saa yare no omo bure Inti, I think that it's from experience inti no feel say obia or yari sa kokram yari ne sa niam no hiamwa no matter how much money you have at some point ube here say obi bebo
so Ghana for mo hwe ne mo ATN say obi pese wo mo bi na say wo de bo akwan be na obefa so a obetumi
most of the time you see your momo numbers across all networks no and only a *255 hash and now we show screen so enche bi omo the bank account numbers no so but NIB ne your friend is saying First Atlantic Bank and now your website Sherwood no and no ye for *255 years and only your project a for the month of love February into anone the boxes need to see vantage point wa wo do obia wo tu botoma watu bi atu ye de betumi de atop paracetamol amobi and at the end of the day no so we share in social media handles na ninya wo ho wo your website a ye be streaming live from this week na the omo button bi or your friend no donate button who press so a be sure say donate at once and also donate monthly inti nya open no na wa click so and no pay stack for no na ya amaye inti we nya ye payment the pay go straight into our bank account and then we will acknowledge and then let you know say we see kana wa send ya amaye no yensaka
Kofi abusuan penye se menchia o
me je na so pa me kai ni fika ni u
radio good was we excellent
thank you very much
papa who fans obobia Musa Musa so hwe Orlando now you're doing a fantastic job Eric Barton say we monitor show
me media manager
papa Mr. Wiaga Godwin ewo Achinsua ewo Ahafo region was say your submission made me sad this afternoon. Was say the way I will see Kasa Church in no ama atona koma so ama ne re kra yeden aho say your mama eniema wo yi ni na che say we nyina Mugabe wan fo mama maka ho asema enya de say ebetio Limuna enso ewo boko o say I'm watching you live on TV as well. God bless you honorable Obobia ono so ne dia ode aba eno no Ishmael so wo hwe na enche obete ne nka ono so edi ni donation beba esema wo ka no attach ni ye papa se Nyankopon nhira no nhira His Excellency John Dramani Mahama so of our send we free eye tepa wase Muganya mensha wone obo bi ada ko papa wase Mugabe du baby na the politics na to baby na o kan sama eboa ma nipa hu se ade a metie enya ndisi na enya MPP wase mu mienu nyina no ma kire se mo yensentwerefo yakopon hia mo papa Chasila former Black Stars player wase o enjoy show ne papa na initiative no very very laudable abeboa ama nipa ho atumi atomo so mo nkoso sa mamunyai mo nkoso sa so far messages ya ama for Francis so state protocol no so monitor
15 regional the 10 regional hospitals 5 teaching hospitals na needs assessment no
okay
krumha edu October bia corporate institutions banks obia they pink ayeden at the creating ho when mammogram machines are wokuruma
do the same
5
some to some other
thank you Inti sa they na yes corporate institutions breast cancer month breast cancer awareness month mumbwa ye na yento mammogram machines in CC hospital amamba no sorry we the 40 years and above wetimi akwa check say we unufuru no bibia ye okay wo mu ana MRI machine say be yetimi di hwe cancer patients all other patients did diagnose the whole of this country you know so tertiary hospitals ye omienu pe
emme nufu mu pese omusom nti bede no ma donate am yakoto machines manum nufua numa so mu aso momwa Ghana Medical Trust Fund
equipment ensiwo
what you say
because when you go check early detection eboa we check in na hu se bibi da ho na wo ye hu adwuma na e better since wo de betena baby manache e cha wo be kona aye den aginsem
very well. Yeah, there was Smeti Wamo near San Abasia, Smeti Wamo Yaba, the Kenyan Besan at the Akaho na Yahweh. Yamrasisia. Baby I do no e be activate your phone lines no na amount phone so to me afre na wo mo rem na wo so e de wo adwenche e de aba enu aba obobia da kon ya ono na administrator de ma eye Ghana Medical Trust Fund ene no ewo eye studio ha no ntino o so be to me afre na so de adwenche de aba 0256710509 so betimi afre na so de wadwenche ade aba wo bibia wo suggestion ebia wo donation bi wo pese bibia wo no kwan be na mfa so mo nsa betumi aka omo so mo secretariat no nkra ha ya omo ebehwese de bibia so betumi akọ nkan kama nti mo frɛ na mo so mo fa wadwenche emra on 0256710509 frɛ na so for adventure be na 0204 1559440 0254155944 0256710509 oso betimi afre na oso de adventure e de aba nti enu aba obobia yigu so aye twen yon callers no first caller on the hello good afternoon hello yeah minia good afternoon yeah me just we didn't baby akasa free oda roma
me kasa free kumase
ye fan Chronom okay yenti we
na me bisa se obi pese o tender in application a say na obeye no
yeah
to apply
to fa phone no to so obe answer o question no e de amount nti obetwe no ato na yafa another caller on the line so obi pese o application a kwan be no obefa so a obesu ne de ebeba hello good afternoon hello yeah minia we dey baby akasa free
yes me kasa free kumase
Yenti wodi wunya ye wo ka se free Kumasi hefa.
Yes, but I friend me Adobia.
Adobia yenti o Wadaroma yenu aba obobia wa ono abo ha.
Me ka se free Kumasi in Rome.
Adobia on.
Yes, big sister. That is my sister sitting over there. Because I'm so proud of her.
Very well. Okay. Now just say Adobian so the media about so free about so you are doing a fantastic job. Keep your calls coming in on 02041559440256711050. Now inside politics no so go so wotie and you about will be other con anyway. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Many are within baby akase free.
If I saw me kasa free became born ahafo region.
Fantastic. Became yenti o ya no achi aduan kwanta fo ne de mafo aman Wadaroma yenti o.
Yo, okay. The American the American say adimi ndiama no bi wo ho a ye se mummo hu dawuro ema enipa nyina nte. If you say sa adiwa mi kura mi dawa mi hwesisi e. Very laudable pa wa wutumi hu say e ya asemo a eye ni gisempa say ye nim sa adwuma bi no mu e koso ti sei. Enti asemo a mo ye ya mummo hu dawu nya ebia sebe ahankwa na say mummo hu dawu ba bia ma manfo ewu adwuma anya de papa moye.
Very well. That's any adventure I know of footun so odia Obobia is Obobia always on point. Thumbs up for our black queen. We free my Missika Nate. Ono so ne dia hello, good afternoon.
Muga.
Me no. We didn't baby akase free Wadaroma.
Alaji me teshi.
Alaji kase free teshi. Alaji Wadaroma yenti we.
Me tiao etia Obobia.
Fantastic.
Sometimes a book, almost back to the tree. What they would do.
Fantastic.
If they were doing, you know, saying for the more also. I'm on to do but Uber President Mamma, Mugabe Maase, and then the fancy someone also a hammer. One was a petition, the petition. President Mama Efa isi home. Also, for the amateur justice, Yantish. Yes, always speak. La petition, Yantish. President Mama say all the African kids, they all take African kids. Yankoko, up to now, Yantish. Don't you see it? Boss one, Yantish. Mugabe, Mamma Chanoka, Hano.
And the Kagana Medical Trust Fund, to the infant you. Feature ko enu aba obobia ekojaya na ya TSM ni aba ya to ye gumbe no so Wadaroma nti yemfa wo de ne nsia yemfa a last caller on the line na fe no yenu aba obobia and summarize my na fe no ye wrap up na ya sign ato so hello
good evening.
Good evening minia we dey na bia akasa free
mpacho your friend Ishaq Ibrahim alias Blacky ni freshi sampa
Wadaroma yenti o
Bono region.
Fantastic.
We dey mechia mame Obobia ne njuma pa odi.
Good.
Empire meboman se nyame nhira no odi na nimu kan. Na onhira jo mama so tikesia owi adwe edibo adwe. Igwa jo mama nyame ontunu nkwandam na ninna kana ni mono. Nyame onhira ni monyam kese.
Amen.
Njuma pa omodi nti.
Very well.
Ala nka omo.
Nka so say hello to Ajia Obobia. Excellent presentation. This is coming from Tanko, head of engineering, Radio Gold. On the Sunday hour there. Tanko, how are you doing? Last week, very well. They are doing good job. You have a friend for Nancy. They are not DJ Coin, Ghana for it.
Yes, sir, Ghana for. Say,
engagement. I was a young man.
End of every month, we are meeting me about the
platform. It's a
feedback. Nama updates. We are dying do into your better papa by a sir Ghana for. So, more embrace Ghana Medical Trust Fund. And then, Obito for my wound, say, a wafer. wonana wonu abema it can happen to opia yare de enim se we mbre na so ana we mbre na so e kan opia no mombu wan so wo sorry po na bosum bia wan Ghana cedis na wo pa wo de hwehwe yen fatu ye momo number so ni ade ejuma ye betimi di aye no wan kasa wo tie chekra we ni beje se wo di usika abre se yemfa mboa na yemfa nje nkrofo nkwa nti media mimi nim se kakra na ye na mo ankasa mo ni tua no eno be ma mo arehye mu mane amo wo bia mo de abetan yechi na yetimi di aye ju
ya no amiensa kan eye mo advert we no
se medbe ma
nipa nkwan de
ehu hia
nti
Mugabe mintimi sorry am member me minister abaso kwapuna minta akando he's the man minister papa minister woni ne ye juma o hoto because on tawichi din chese
oba ana me kasi ukrumo kwa ma wase Mugabe na osu ukrumo kwa ma
also no a village boy
but
at the end of the day so woni ni pasa ye juma o pia o mejuma no kra wo ye mo utu anamon bia ekosi sen wo ye ni sei ena e call sen ena we ni ye be ye ni every single day he's on your phone asking you what is happening, what you are about doing, say bia or give feedback or pia or say your way into 50 time I'm taking over up till now me to me kase we jam muda into ministers are not awechia or boa ma wan kasa oh yeah dear no yes and he's a very selfless minister into ewie mete ha me bo me minister baso papa
Nyame asunje nka
medasi nyame sha oso oma wa hoden na koso ye ne saa ene wo team wa hanya yedamunya
se jane yede
o za jadem
o ba ye na o teach
edem but we who say nya wo keka nya sisi so pepepe
se ye His Excellency John Dramani papa
say yes
can support on the internet me say ye man insa esi form especially with appointees no and say man insa esi form you know about obo bi ada akone ne twetwe nkomo ya administrator edema aye Ghana Medical Trust Fund wono ne ne di nkomo abra na no nan kra emoye na won say ye man 4 pm obedru ha no na abo aye 3:20 ti ye hye dwumadi na say entem sanse on fane mre nye den eni agro ha na edi besi na ya dan ho akwa aba ye ba ye ne honorable aye Stuttgart we MP for aye Brekum West ye ne ono so ede nkomo twetwen foforo ede ba beto amso ye ba sesia victory
victory galek mesha na watini dinati ni se na edro ni tie na no pasem ne se edro we adwuma ye titru pa ne se ebeboa ananna ne srade ewo ni baduani mu ntin mu ama ohu atokura ye dika obabi wo ho a okonfikyire a ema edro a wunya ye victory garlic mixture ebi kura ho bekwa ewie wa nsa na ba eye victory e na wunya victory no ma na busumi biara ubenya ofikyire akwa empa ho kura eno de akira obi wo ho ani ti na tedwa no obi wo ho ye adwuma kakra bia no abre na kuma bone periperi ni nyina ye moja entimi mfa akoma nu nkwa adwen mu eno ne kofa sa ade ne ba odofo mesrewo so wo na wonsem ta adwo ebi a wonsa no sei ana wonamro mu na esi fom no kra ebio ana ayatufo se de edi fom ato mpago mu a eye victory na me kan fama wo unum victory asa no na ye buboso nyina no ebejai de oto ho anadwo a wontini na wunya victory emframa nyankopon de amaye se ye humi wo de wo humi a na wo tie so obra eye victory ene betimi aboa ye wo bi wo so a wo ana ne yamahye no a obia na ne ka obia nya ne hwe obi wo so na kuma bone periperi ni nyina moja ni ntimi ne afusa ni ye wo ni pedua no edura wunya ye victory garlic mixture de watwa bra ya bia ya na se kokodue ne nam no ye ne basa eye victory ena me kan fo wunya victory bi no a ebeboa wo se doctor de watwa duro so sani a ubetimi anom victory na ka waduro wonna ne se waduro no na abenuma meet aduasa no anom we so na abenuma no anom victory no so achi meet aduasa wo ye ne sa bibia abade kama ma se wona se tata wo ye agya ho aduma mesraw edura me kan fo ma wa ye victory garlic mixture mesraw nipa ne bia bia danse a ye pese ye fa o ma danse na tie na se wo so koto a ubenya sa danse kro no a
ntwe mi mpedwa mi ntumi ni di mi yare so mene ko be 12 years di man mundu mojedru 5 minutes de timatu na se na meti TV ntumi na me hwe ne mu se moton drobi as victory herba victory garlic mixture ne mu todru sa ba modru no asa modru no eye papa ntimi ni diu ni din sa no ni didi afi bi no se didi ya na afi nsa na afi bi no ntimi ni didi afi bi ma edubone sa wi semi anu so no ntimi didi anu so bi ba sa afi de anu so bi du no ntimi ni didi afi hu de me nya no ti edu no kan o tv so a nyam kutubu ni no edu anopa eni ewiani enwure no ande no si afi nyampara me no bibia ntumi didi no si afi na toata no ko ya black masa modro no die edoni ye na me shira no
ajime pa me problem ye menstrual pains nda ne kakra me so me nya me menses no bosum ni ma me bre pa me brankasa me timi to ndro no ne se man ti se yesi ye bidro ha na makoto e bia me we mtimi faka akọ obi kru so ekoto bidro me timi no bi tese na victory ni in fact I don't know me die wo mu die me koto obi me ti advert no TV so sada na me sorry anwunwe na me koto ye na dana me say ade yi to me padi mu no muja tropa yi to me padi no ti me twa to me phone so kura say ha adwene a enka me de betum aka ho na mo hye ti say so one way ya kwa waka se me bia me ya bo hye na me no maduro bi ti say efi sada na yi sa muja tro to me padi mu no me nya me se no maduro e ma me hu sa e muja se bi like say kwoti ti say ni na flow kama ti victory tie mintimi enja nto ho ti to de bia na mo ba abasha mo mesma abasha na edon ne me di hu adanse
obi si me de cholesterol sa de body e na aba mi padua ma ba di atenase wadro ye victory garlic mixture se we ya victory no ma cholesterol ne se ne ni density bia no victory be yin ni na afi ni padua no odofo wo padua to anama ne 024 2545 633 024 2545 633 and now 020 129 3280 020 129 3280 a victory mkunimdie ne de bremo
Tamakwa about the TVS was at an power 97.9 FM. Yeni about Bobia Dako, ya ono, and the administrator Edema Ghana Medical Trust Fund, Echiche and Komo. Na to me a baby and many so actually ye papa. Yankoso na yen support no said the bear. Momo secretariat one BB will be able to me donating their support. San say, will be him da yaria ebeba, and a yarian so a idea and fine srinipa. Yes, so got to so be about you say a share no sensu as you would dear home a bit me to be and also be a better one. Now a be a ucha when ni a show which you when nim bunkumuni fa BBN who a bit to me a civil life. Nemum is Excellency John Dramani Mahama and then my power dear Google aquamun. Ama any that so elho edema Ghana phone no irrespective of your political colors. Obeti me ahwe na yet me a civil life. Ye mum rem na fe ne otwafo ya bai. Ye nim komo kakra emfiri ho na ye hwe o maso ye na Divine Hope Herbal Center mo na de wo twia ye me de ma me and then the all ba ye bi go so answer because nkofo a stuga say o se me money bi na ye fan ade na yin chew
ene ma me fa ba kun ka me wi a me di we wi na fe
tu wi na ma je o so ma me 6 ko me juma do so nyenya ya wo
wadawo ma Mugabe
o say ye wo ba na ye ni mo chinasem Bibi aboko de.
Bibi aboko Mugabe.
That I want to say.
Ne ho ye pa.
Massive phone so.
Obia ho ye.
Mujimudin.
Brutal.
O twia no adwuma airborne.
Ejetu ato.
Say the say Bernard Mona na person oye mo ambassador.
Oh ya dia fa.
Oni hopes and do Kevin Asante ofia. Ne fi ha meme wo fi ha boa meme wo fi ha. Abrante bi ye pie bisa ne fe ni Emmanuel Nati. We dinner semama no. O twia he ba konso the Raf. Ana ba konso the Peter.
Okay.
Ana ba ko the Emmanuel Kisi. Twene di o masemama. Ebi dia na wo ma ye.
Mugabe
na eja me de honorable Stuttgart e de enkomo twetwe na beto aso.
Me da say odofo ma mo akwa ba Divine Hope Eba Center ya so ye kase Kumase me kura busia kru ajanhye ho eni butu ye do an so ye dia badwa ma so aga na nyinu bia ka ho asem e di ho adanse ene ochia heba powder me pa cho edrei awon adwuma ebo no ano edene edrei said the amanfo sifa ka ho asem no me pa cho enye bibie ntia n'adwuma wanso a ebo ntia ochia heba powder me pa cho uyo bia wo sisie mu hawo uyo bia osisi mu tatutu uyo bia osisi mu ya oyapa ma me wo sori ama pa kodwa so koton ne mawie a wo bafia na ye dene agisi ekukuru du gina ho ansan de watimi abafie wabedru fie krompa wo kwa kodwade abedane no so na dane buachi bedini me pa cho waduro ene wotwea heba powder ye ba se ya da bia ka kire mu se eya ma me papa mengie akiniye nyame tumi e wa aduro mu nti sisi yade bi e wo mu no se wonom aduro ya anapa baako enumere baako sisi yade no emfa wo ne se de asifa tena so ache ana ye wo ya no me pa cho hwim na etu na ko waduro ene wotwea heba powder wo ye bema wo sisi mu hawo okura de wasem wo mobo bema wo sisi kura ti adonko ekoba ne da sen na wo sisi mu hawo a wontimi mu adwuma yie ene wo de waso be hye pa eno sa na wo tua ye adwuma nyina enso no obi na ege ma che no e de fa ho me pa cho waduro ne wotwea heba powder nyabinom na sisi yade bi aba betena wo so no obi wa na sisi yade no osene nana ene digya no ne wo fa ene de agya no ni anku bi na de agya no sisi yade nso nye japade enye dan anaka asase ene apede ato ho de amaw ena wofum obi kura de otumi de bon ho asafo hini se onu ni sisi yade ba obi an konkonkoda wonye shatawale fan nye stombu afan enso da bia ogini sisi ho akinye me pa cho wado ni otwe heba powder unya dure bi nu a sisi yade bia wo so no me pa cho betu e de afiri wakọ e de amaw wo ye bema koko yade nti bema twum tie mi so ye bema koko yade nti obema na elengelenge enye sa na nyame de bo wo nyumtuni ne kan wo se nyesa na nyame bo nyesa na nyame bo we ne ye ne remes na kitikiti efrihi abeme nyesa na nyame bo waduro ni otwe heba powder se koko ya de nti be mama kitikiti a waduro ni ebinim fe na mo so otwe ya tese moduro no yenom a ye be ma ne be kese me pacho nya sa na tie na momo no se wo koko ya de na ama koko ya de nti be ma na elengelenge dia ene pacho waduro eni onom na sa wo koko ya de no na sanso atwe be ma ne dia ba be ma oba emfa oni ba bia koko na fifiri wo oye oba koko nti wanim da bia wo makeup twi makeup sa ma da oba huru makeup no be pie ni ebisa ne se na hwani esan se da bia da kokonti no wa makeup no de nam waduro ni otwe heba powder wonso me pacho kokonti oyam ta bom gungunguru se so clock won kan news so da bia what news jingle e won yam me pacho waduro ni otwe heba powder wonso a kokonti ota kwan mu temi da bia me ba bia me ka kire wo a unkohu apietus unkohu qubit unkohu JQ enso da bia do minimum beat noi ki achigu software so enen ka ye process no dia beat ya we ya ma piano hit bebe dia obana ka osi dope nation kakalika waduro no otwe heba powder ye timi nchi engu software so mfa mo beat etimpa waduro no otwe heba powder unya binumu akoko ya dia ma wo kwan wo minimum no me pa cho be den ho dia finu unsu kokko nti utayi wasumba yina suma afiase wode prae na start okko prae no muse ya prae ni akko muse wode ahena sum yimsa bonsa betemu round yimsa so wontene de firi wokọ enkukọ areas wate nkukọ nyina tuo mo ntakra sa menkukọ hu na no mu dwane eno so wo wontene de firi wokọ no mata kra so buru bed still wo so wontene de afi wo so pepete takra pete takra so me patcho ashote esan se onze abalfo no mutu anadwo bi o mudane pete asofofo nso bomo hwe ho etomo ko mu mabiem se pete asorte woduru ni eyochia herbal powder kokonti wosomu a waye no unya ochia herbal powder ni binumu a mepacha obede ho de afiri ho wonso a kokonti uja na hu samaman wom sabi ubonse moja bi ne dedam woduru ni ochia herbal powder mesi emfa ho ni babi a koko na fifiri wo unya ochia herbal powder ni binumu a obede ho de afiri ho wonso kokonti umema yosama bafom moja ntimi die furu sane wo wuntini mu ama wuntini mu nyina asisi enie eyochia herbal powder edo ye djuma ebona no edene tiewie sei na do ne tie ehemu baako 50 box ni nie udu pharmacy shop any herbal shop bia obi okọ so okoto baako sei okoto mienu sei okoto miensa sei mepacho emwao udu a box na obetimi amepacho je ehemu baako 50 aduonum untimi box no a odi ose ye ma 25 na jenefa ko nomne baako na pa baako numre koko yade sisi yade wo ba mepacho wo menstrual pains edu afichiri komu a wote yawo obi so a emaye etutu sisi mepacho waduro enie ema no yedu ase ya utie already onu so ade ko Facebook na a screenshot ye numbers na wo ho no o share wo television so a fa phone ne twa numbers no wo ye oba frey ye kire ode ode ka twa ba powder no ho no ma oba wa fichiri komu ha no obede ho de afiri ho be ma wo so wo ye mre match ne seti anafe na atu ni dwadwo be ma de bronya yi shows amanfo ekoye abrante di abayo eko zama disco black show yibi wie show no de abayo na ko giegu abayo iso abayo ne seda bi de wa krachi na mana fili ne wono so be ma krachi na fili brutal du abayo ne janhye abrante na si no se ni sisi yade enti no pese obekọ akugu meme nyina nu ase wo suro fere wo si abayo ne kacha abayo ne se onkenkeda abayo ne se menkeda se wo se da bi me hwawo a wa bra abayo ne se me mre wo se da bi wa bra kenekeda me ba cha wonya ochia heba powder no mo a be ma wonfo be mpie endru oba janhye enkan jene se onkenkeda da bi eye impossible na momu de oba be pie akospende aje agu abayo no so na wodu abayo ne janhye a abayo na ngasa be ka chiro se ye twamni yenko yenkenkeda wanso beje zampa yekeda eyochia heba powder yewu sisi ni mu adwuma yewu ntini ni mu adwuma moje tumi adie furusane ye ma bema wo sisi na timi adai akwa abaye etu ye bema mepacho engie chinye ebia wo mpama gudie wo fomu tumi nyima chi ye yade enti kokonti mepacho sisi mu yade enti wutimi nyima chi ye waduro ene ochia heba powder mesi mengie chinye nyame tumi ya waduro mu nti bema wonya binu abeba adwuma ye me asawonsamna ne bema de da bia me ka kiro se ema wo mo feelings hu hia mo ye pa enka ye ntisika wade obi emfa ne nkofie kokwaje match to so ba ku mienu miensa o se da bi me kunu de we de wo hwan nyanya me ne yiri maame ne munye dene no twafa ho ko ne ex wo ekwaje match ema pade de wo mo feelings hu hia wo mo enti bema se match ne toma wo a emfa modjon da bi ma di nkomo wo de ata ko salon ne kwata wo ne ti wo mo di nkomo bruta etu nya oche heba powder ne binu mu a bema o mema yosem do enti ne asi ejetuato etise jame hyewa wanga sa obedi ade a obeba eyoche heba powder me ba cho wonso a wontini we yeto ase ase besi e na ase ya ana ye na kokomu ase no ye ne mu tatutu oda so de atumi se mututu ni pa me pa cho waduro eni eyoche heba powder obi so da obeso ya dwonso sa wosin watchman we ko de watchman adwuma kura nkeye obia den hwam krom kama na nse ye so ya machi kwa adwuma sane se ye nna kura no enso de oda adwonso nti o so na odwonso o kobasa me pa cho nyoche heba powder ni binom obi so ne nase taye titiriti waduro eni eyoche heba powder nya binanom edo ya na bidimu bisa se eye nwono na da bi enya nwono enkanso edo enya de se wo nom na apege o da bi eye kama utumi kura tigu anum ewe no afi wonu so ede aguso kama etu nya nsuo mu enye hyehye pa ensuo na se dide no na fo nom ne baako na pa baako numere mesi sisi yade bi e wo so no emfa ne number of years asisi no atena wo so ochia heba powder ebesa usisi yade ne de ama wo ema bema wo so atimu nzampa usisi yade no eko ema no de de o ma me ka che o se mo mfa numbers ni ni oba bi wo ho atem yi se o fichiri komu yade no wa ten kanso twe no de aba libido no esan se be ma na nya bia no mu waginam etu so no mu a na fu waten kanaba na matimi agina mu yi ayo twea heba powder pharmacy shop ne heba shop nyina onsa ebetimi akempa to mo madina fu ani ekire Queen Bubu ne Race Junction utu ba bia gas filling station wona onsa ebetimi akabi second pattern ba bia wono Kesben FM abonsa kese na onsa betimi akabi sanso na Shaman Beam City Aboy Town udu Presby Junction na mepacho onsa ebetimi akabi Nisi Pharmacy onsa betimi akabi Tobinko Pharmacy onsa betimi akabi Okashi Drug Lane onsa betimi akabi ena venzu wam ewo La Paz important ba bia Angel FM abonsa kese na se onsa betimi akabi Kasua Jucade Pharmacy onsa betimi akabi na venzu uwam Tobinko Pharmacy onsa ebetimi akabi Mungwa Costo Stillcom Pharmacy onsa ebetimi akabi bia to do Ghana fana ba bia onsa betimi akabi numbers ni efa ne freyen baby a wo amantimi amo no frey na e be kire wo baby a onsa betimi akabia ubenya bi na ba ne 0591 565557 0591 565557 and 0550 639037 0550 639037 your last number ne 0551 228281 ochia heba powder get to yato it is a jam showa Mugabe obeba
very well see ye ni de now the media no aka ho metimi de abo adwuma ni live on TVSYZ and also on Power 97.9 FM the hottest and the biggest conversation in Ghana inside politics and asugusua wuti yakofa abofo nkrato yasan ababiem emphasize kesemfa ma aye Divine Hope Herbal Center for moti omo enka ene awie yafasira kesemfa ma S natural mineral water say simply natural sound so and Safari Valley Eco Resort omoso aseda yomo dia Victory Garlic Mesa yafasira mo Power Specialist about hospital and Medimoses Clinic and Herbal Center Hebron Hills International School and Sukrema yedi jumedie yedi bro Mr. and Mrs. Andam mo hwe jumedie live bia mo bia yakopon asumdue enka mo na afei yanko ye dan ho abasisi ya na afei ya san edede aka no ato am so Stuttgart atenase ye basisi ya
least 60% water for optimal performance in any physical or mental exercise. We can help you maintain it naturally. Natural mineral water. Simply natural. For bulk purchase, call 0596 273 546 or 0596 273 547. This advert is FDA approved.
Na ede na ya obayi a oda former son ya funum emunumuni.
Oh, Mr. Entry, also yare ya titi be ben fie pi nanso ne yam nyono da. Se me chew no ahodo amato a me hunu hwe a ebe ya nwanwa.
Menyi ni se what also tamfo hexa capsules any hexa mixture yanum bom kotia also no bia ma no anom. Anka ne ho ato no dadaada. Also dro de eno ani hexa capsules any hexa mixture.
Ankom ni nchiremu.
Also ye kura eto ye funu ene ensunumu. Etuma wo ye funu ekeka wa. Wogire wo ho a enyi. Also etumi ema wo ye cheko ebra wadidi awie. So how aye also there compare hexa capsules any hexa mixture nanum bom na ho ebeto.
Pedudu atua ko okanshi Drug Lane, Kumasi Dani Herbal, Takradi AA Mensa, Anafre 020-3822-855. Appear for about Tanya Woma on Mofrano for any Mofra when you fear do me no enka home. Haxa capsules and in a mixture.
Asa Tamfo, FDA Aji Edwedi Nkratui Atom.
Hi. Now let me tell you about Safari Valley Eco Resort, the first of its kind in West Africa. Upon your arrival, you are introduced to your butler, who plans your itinerary.
We were surrounded by wildlife from the moment we entered the eco park.
So many activities, all in the same premises. You visit the gym or the stables, they have it all. At my break, I'm able to practice my putting.
We also went fishing on a man-made canal. Our tour guides taught us so much about the wildlife and how to interact with them.
They used only electric vehicles here. This creates a serene environment. I'm told it's over 1,000 acres. My cabin here sits on 2 acres with a large terrace space overlooking my private swimming pool. Now this is royalty. They have their own farms, thousands of fruit trees. I can also have my lunch here at the waterfall. Quite a beautiful place you have here.
Visit Safari Valley Eco Resort in Ghana, bringing you closer to nature.
The serene environment fits into the goal of the school, which is simply to provide excellent educational foundation for your ward's development before they commence primary education. At first glance, clearly you will see why the school is called Hebron Hills International School, as the building stands tall overlooking town. With a Montessori style, we have experienced and dedicated staff and trained teachers. Our small sizes classrooms are meant to enhance teacher-focused approach where children get one-on-one attention from the teacher. Hello there. We are open at 7:30 a.m. and school closes at 2:30 p.m. After school care is from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m., while early drop-off can be arranged at 6 a.m. Hebron Hills International School is located at Midye off the Nsawam Road. Locate us with GP postcode GW0688 GA West and GPS code 06884870. You can contact the school and make further inquiries on 050-876-2375 or call the office directly on 0302-918768. Email us at hebronhills.school@gmail.com. Hebron Hills International School. Excel and shine.
Obrabo eye adwumada eboa eyam aduane eboa eyi nsa free ni peduanim na eboa woni pedua ma etena ho yie nanso wonim se niema a yedi na yenom timi ma brabo ye adwumaden sen pote
Mehunda me brabo ye adwuma pa ebia se me ntumi ye bibi boa me brabo
Ani and nothing about the left here from the Moses Clinic, we have our center about herbal food supplements. What says it? Pa the barber, ama a year Jumaye.
Now, any Juma.
Fatopa Yenu, and no pani and you may. Now a Brahma Berbo ye Jumaye, Sunny a beya, a bit me and yam a Jania woody, a sissy pijanimo, a you moving see.
And no, I'm a brabo here.
Ubenya Left Kid or pharmacy, herbal shops, no supermarkets are a bell. So what do those way to up? Fresh 0244 06 8447. Left Kid, wow, bravo, wow, nipedia. A draw ye any mapping for a ma emma or man for, name of what are 1 year in fear to me. FDA JD crack we atum.
Welcome back from the commercial break, live on TVSYZ and also on Power 97.9 FM, Safari Valley Eco Resort, Victory Garlic Mesa Power Specialist, Eba Hospital, Medimosis Clinic and Eba Center, S Natural Mineral Water, Hebron Hills International School and Divine Hope Eba Center, Daruma, and a teacher, Ditch Media, Eddie Ebro, Yenya, Honorable Dixon Chredua Atnase, Ukosunyai. Any was sports more a sports as an idea. Kotokone has a phone. Your friend is Stuttgart. William
Muga, Majoso. Muga, ya bro.
Nyamia yibi.
No na me catch minuamo. 9th May disaster see 2001. Fabri na ne was stadium. Nya de keto.
Commentary me ka sada.
Nyankopon.
Ayi se be ko stadium na me ne SS apia na ne di enkomo former Uwinansi Yampo, former Ashanti Regional Police Commander, former Kotoko Board Chairman, SS Apia. I was watching me PRO school. It didn't come on, was Mugabe, there no Kotoko Eddie, and I'm still Mukwami Akwashamo. But
at times Olympic Games, okay.
2004.
And I job 1 p.m.
I'm known here in
Yabeka Quines.
Go so near. Hey. Amen. Amen. To say.
Oh, Yankupon Adum. I said that Bema Yankupon. I said that any of the Bema Bricum West. Nananom de Papa Moaso for. Fantastic. A month for Bricum West in Yana. Moga Brunya Briminia Quenya. Ekubu a konta edechire Bricum West man ye boja data nananom nyina aso for all stakeholders ebihia good and 1 year in office yankopon adom ye bu nkonta momonso ebusa questions meka se yade a ehye nkuran ye
fantastic
after say omochire adwen ni ade no parliament ba ya mebe me dia hoden foforo kra ana eba parliament enti yebeda the
MC na hono oboade
obo adwuma papa be ya menua Collins Asuma na da bia metaka se uye MP na se wa manfo taiwochi eboa ema adwuma no koyi
fantastic
enti moga metinkran hai weekend ya meko acha na wotwe mienu na mum in between na me wo parliament ye adwuma no ono nso hwe akiri pampe
se
emanguta hu
MP mo chame ye fan e ma development ni bibi and so how wo pra wo de ko
exactly
so kwa no so hwe se o de akono be execute
na bibi kama
so far so
aseda na ye de be ma me constituency in fact
executives no so
mene nananom enguta hu die kama ye papa mo asofo mo constituency yaka bomu ye adwuma na DC ni assembly nso yaka bomu edibeka se ya hoden kese pa Obrikum West eye nkammu a ye de ye adwuma na minim se 4 years bedu no mogana yankopon ahye ne ho animunyam esane se eye Obrikum West district ye district a emu adwuma edi esane se eye new district obeka ya 2012 na ye papa Professor Melos Abresu ye chemu emenya Obrikum East and West constituencies 2018 na ye chemu benya Obrikum West district ye chemu no existing infrastructure wo municipality ni na ekodi one side east assembly building education health everything central market central lorry BBA and west na akoye rural part of Obrikum no na akoye west eko drobo sampa efa eko doma kwan so ne ade ndi efe na ye build district no ba nyankopon adom Ira John Dramani Mahama ba ye eno ma ekoso pa de kese a ekoso a ye ni age ho kese eye e fridge ne gine ko sampa kwan wate ho asem wanim se de ho kwan no tie na ye wu apakan under the big push see I make say contractor eguso gede atiesi so a Obrikum eye ekọ sampa kwan no eye ade a eye monumental project a aban ba yi wanyi a pepepe ekoso ye wo secondary school ba ko wo me district no wo mienu St Augustine's ene Gini senior high within 1 year obi muga ye tumi enya kwanya enya 12 unit story classroom block ye top and down 12 ye we a commission na no 9th January ya na hand over within a year. Enti eba ngoma sua enoma ekoso. Ye ho ye dua tomatoes. Dry season na tomato adwuma na gu hwede ekoto ye nuamo a eko Burkina so mo kofa tomatoes. Se lean season ye tomatoes wo ha nkamuga ka sa no mani nyine nsi sisi ya
compound wo ya bi
ye chip compound ye nukura ba ko ya wie kura boso awie ekoso ba ko wadom na ba ko pruso do advanced stage ye wie 12 unit classroom block no 6 unit and also do
production team mo ya se fe be to TV so ma me na
muga ye anije kese ba ko ye irrigation na me ka ho asem
okay
ye de to man panyina nim to agric minister si America say contractors were site omo ye irrigation ewo 4 communities ewo Brekum West ye wie irrigation na be boama pebre yibetumi adua tomatoes. On top of that muga boreholes ewo farming communities in Kwano afi in Kwa 23 ene yetutu ni nyina wie a ewo various stages of completion ibe mechanize baby light ni no so ye hand pump ewo farming communities all these projects kosonti 1 year in office the America say President Mahama any aban way any Brekum West edini ye na menim say emfie 9 nru no na mpuntu juma akoso wo Brekum West no ama Brekum West nso afa ne ntoma prefer
obeto mpeso so omo ha pa ne de
how said the medical yakana gene sampa kwan no number 1 se sia contractor wo so ye wo ye town routes nkakra town ayi to send support honso contractor wo ye major road aka
we nyina che sabadada no wanye hwe
for 8 years muga ye ntumi
sasi ndisi ageda
ye shas ye 92 96 and the legendary late Owusu Champon.
Okay.
That time 92 no MBP kura boy ko to ye. And 96 but they free 2000 and krabi father te na betena ko nwa no so emfie nwotwe to 2008 to free ho the betena so no so tena so 16 years up to 2024. So the last 24 years the MPP na tena ko nwa no so Nyankopon adom for the first time
third time first second third
ni na me weni eke we kura ya fourth because 2012 no me koye na ye nipa nan but primaries no akabe ye few days e bedru no e mpanyimfo no ye arrangement say ye mani pa ba konko e di anko primaries na me ba 2016 2020 2024 endidi ye di kan ye campaign anko so no e ka ho kura da akoye emprenan but the last 1 year Mugabe Maase Nyankopon hye ne ho animonyam de ye besre ne Nyankopon be man ahoden nimdie ne ahobrase na ye de asom Brekum West.
Very well. You are the Sinchedua and Energy Come live on TVS YZ and also on Power 97.9 FM or your MP for Brekum West in the Bono region of the Republic of Ghana. Na yenene edium come here the constituency na beto mpeswa so obaye as an MP dia no waye ewo ho na MPs na amaka no so monye ready sanse me de mobile bet na obi abeba bebu na konta ache adwuma aja obaye na watumi aye edi aboa na beto mpeswa so emebunu nyuma sem etisen ewo ho employment won sem
one major challenge na emebunu no nso ebi ewo tomato production Brekum West among the top 5 this is the whole Ghana mo ye tomatoes
ne akoma dan for
anti emebunu no mo de mo ho ahyem no challenge kese se de medikan aka no ensu a dry season ye nyamfa nya adwuma Nyankopon adom irrigation adwuma no ekoso ya tutu nsu boreholes farming communities no so and not dan chanya akwanya ekọ farming communities no so ya ye nhyehyɛ ya ye de drip machines no so ye ho adwuma nkakra ye nyina nim Ghana ha youth employment key Brekum West uhwe those under 40 they are over 70% of the population into a mabunu ho enti omo ye kua adwuma sɛ de medical ya ka no ye hwɛ sɛ ye de toto ye gu akwan mu kua adwuma no koso omo nso pɛ abanya adwuma aye ɛno nso ye guso a ye boa a dodo na ye create akwanya nkakra dodo na anya akwanya tumi enya omo ensa no adwuma na muga challenge ba kwa na ewo ho ye se dodo na wi SHS a they all pay say policy ana migration ana fire service no nso no hwa nipa no kakra bi na ban tumi fa dodo na nya admission to universities a sika seminti omuntumi ntoa
scholarship
ye ba ye ya set up Brikun West Education Fund
okay
ama ya first disbursement na no ya on the 4th January ya support nkwara 200 amamoko universities including full scholarship for obi okoye medicine the full fees yetua na accommodation stipend obi oye pharmacy 200 on the 4th January about 1 month ago na ya manfo adanoma ye launch fund no ye hwe ye na yetumi raise over 200,000 I just say ye de so amanfo asane enti afi 2026 December ye besen aye massive disbursement and between now and December ye be fundraising activities in ruhosika bi ebenya no na ye dia support enti opportunity ye create say nkwara no ebe wie university no na just enyuma hodo a ye fa nipa no mo nso be den ebenya akwanya ombetumi aye binti we mu nyina ye nhihye ya moga ye de egu akwanya
ade so common fund a wonya nyina na obi bia ye bia transparent o pese bibia mo da ho no bia hu de ba ene de echo se de o se eboa amount for scholarship ne keka ho classroom blocks awodo a wosisi chip compounds ne ade no na je say common fund no o de ye adwuma wase
moga na me dey kan before me be ye MP no me kan say afishia be shia manfo ina na ye bu nkonta de ye ne resources ne no ma eba eno na yiguso a ye adwuma no na beyond resources kakra beba no wo ye MP na otena to so se wo twen se aban sika o de bebre wo nko a undumi nye bibie na medi kan no Brikun West Education Fund a me launch ye nko ano within 6 months na over 130,000 Ghana cedis amanfo donate freely into the fund na me de kan wa ye disbursement no. I'm hoping say this year it is going to be bigger because first year no na amanfo take fund no serious so munim say we dey acquire one of those political talks enya dia ubetumi an support ye support we no say a number of pledges ba amanfo any age ho so mo beboa so transparency accountability is key as a member of parliament na moga minim pefe say adwuma me predecessors ye no say yebetumi anya kwanya atu adwuma no so akọ second term age say ye 10 times more than what they did and until e ba ya mogada bia yentumi international be hu say akọni abane ade a ye nama ye chinchini
me prepare your engagement with your constituents no manage ho ye say the only wo din kita ho na is good na mo hu bibia mo ma mo e fita tuntuma ye tuntum kosudi no krema wo mosa na obeko we nemisa menia
and moga said you know as a member of parliament you are representing the people. Exactly. It is important that from time to time we be engage omo na wo hu no mo hawo na onso wo hu kwan a we betumi afaso etumi ede aboa. That is why all the time you know mo engagement no moga me bana me aminu aba obobia can be bifa Ghana Medical Trust Fund ho. I think it's a very important initiative for His Excellency John Dramani Mahama at the bar and the bar parliament no kwanya ye fa so bobo ho na ye pass mra ye Ghana Medical Trust Fund wadi kanya chirechire mu still e bi eje ho enchenu ahyew se nya de ebeboa na se bi ye besre se eba yare ho nsensem a enya amanyosem said ye minuaba edi kan be chirechire mu ha no sesi aye kasa yi ye wo eye yare ahodo a health insurance ntumi mfa enti enne dia ya papa edi abayi ya dia ebe boye non-communicable diseases Mugabe account for over 45% of all deaths. Saa yare no edu acute stage a ehun sika semedin yie. Enti it is good initiative men so mede mano beto so na masre se yengina be supporto Ghana Medical Trust Fund no muga MP ba ko ka kire me parliament say Stuttgart initiative no dey ya de papa o Ghana Medical in mum Mahama ke din no mo person mo de to so na me say wa we edi no just din na nipa bi o mo ka ho asem but everybody admits say enei muga dialysis center the whole bono ye ni bi ho omo here dialysis services this omo ba konfa no chia na Greater Accra na ebi beduru ha beda ha 3-4 days ansa na watumi anya kwan na ho sika na ye charge a nipa no ntumi ntu enti nipa bebre e call that conditioner na omo de atene fia na omo atoa na nanom ensiedo enne aban bi aba no say ye the primary health care but primary health care na de ukọ ye chip compound wunhia health insurance card kura no ye free na wa free primary health care no ukọ district hospital a ye de o card na hwewo na de anu edin a health insurance mfa no ye medical trust fund no Mahama case no abefa ade we o se nya de papa na de na ye papa enti ye besre ye nyina support
wa beto mpeso aso no
yeah
ma wo ba ye
6 unit classroom blogger course si adru roofing level as ye twa we ya check akra ye ko inspection ye ko dru ho enti say ya boss we ya chip compound ba ko almost ye wie with 2-bedroom flat I know ye de ma midwife obewo ho ne ade this project the baso on the 25th china wuko na wotwe bono
shortcut and fundraising ceremony
for dialysis center.
Wow.
Yenuamu a ewo North America from ahafo bono east ene bono nyina
diaspora no
ekoye fundraising ewo Denver last year. We Rango Construction Limited and TSC kwan no so no jene sample road koko growing area but this one international road where linki Sunyani Kosi Cote d'Ivoire efa yes that is the main road from Sunyani Sunyani West Sunyani East efa Sunyani West ebesi Brekum East fa Brekum West ko German South German North na yakopie Cote d'Ivoire na 80 kilometers of that stretch there na uwa pakan can to me mfa so armed robbers ene hamanfo wo kwan no so say contractor was site na DJ Sem say true Minister of Interior ya signed patrol vehicles armored patrol vehicles so na be gu kwan no so say armed robbery cases are ekoso ano etwa kwan no contractor was
crime rate
I'm robbery akofom kra very well eji sa no ma we nyina ekoso say producer wo ha say we another classroom block I know so
but in fact now do any for
every day me am a inspection and the picture and fan send them in fact as we speak 3 of such classroom blocks na course of someone at the same time now no clearly I commission toilet back when you shall see within 3 months no last week here
public no
commission any assembly yen she say going forward and ye be boa ankura wo apeso ye jana bia wo fie no ye be support aso wasena ma waye but in the short term no ye hear public ones no strategic locations it's an say enkuro na hodo na ene jana bia and open defecation so universal so and the number of projects minimum at the appropriate time na ya the eco commission ye 12 unit 2-story no ye be hu eno so ehun sunsan so same mo nhwe na St. Augustine 12 unit ye nhwe
meda minia Stuttgart ase mesa ba ho ye fasra kese ma ya na boafo eteche de dwumedi ebro Safari Valley Eco Resort wo mo water in the Eastern region omo se bra asoye ho neba wildlife experience ya omo ye number 1 environment we serene udu a woni beje papa omo serve local and continental dishes so sanso na swimming pool any gym bibia available ewo asoye ho a udu ha ye asoye no woni betumi agiye pa sanso na internet bibia adwuma ya udu asoye ho a osu betumi ni adofo atwetwe nkomo ewo abefo so ama bibia akonkan nti ho na oso odu wani kire se ye conference meetings awodo no mudi wani kire Safari Valley Eco Resort wildlife experience na ho jata sebo antelopes ostrich ne mwak awodo ni nyina no odu ha wo the family ni ko mani beje papa from 059 6914394 05969143994 fra Safari Valley Eco Resort omo ebejo so hotel in the Eastern Regional Cre constituency S natural mineral water ensu no eniyania yensu tutu Mirikabra 37 Abebrese Street the heart of Accra usu na ensu betobi fasifie man kwada no omo fe school ba omonom omokwa omonom sawotop no e de afre adofo no say wedding engagement and say gathering bia no ensu o say the serve ahoho no any X natural mineral water me come show bia wo Ghana ha urema obenya biato oba SYZ broadcast hanso obenya bi 0596273546 and 0596273547 Clifford ebejo so ama S natural mineral water no do bia opi ansa betimi aka oba S SYZ broadcast hanso a Mr. Robert ha oba ono so behe ona dodo bia no won tumi aka ura oboshi shop onso a ene fridge ubi a bibiri egum otobi na odi agu minimum guna emu adwo kama na chese yenkonko a yemi Yesu oso bra na oso beto wode fakosi fie ma abusuano Mugabe Maase Clinic and Eba Center Omadaruma omonede no awodo ya aba ebo ni peduani papa live kit capsules no no aba eboa brebo no liver function no etumi emane ebo adwuma ye papa ma bibia konkan pharmacy shop Eba shop buru ho na kase wo pe live kit capsules ye free Mugabe Maase na so ye enwunya bia etumi abo ni peduani ye papa power specialist Eba hospital ye ma me adu ya wose bra na so ye hwe na hepatitis A, B, C, D, E, and a fatty liver, a sciatica, a prostate, and nasa, penny baby na atechima, and now also a how compo fibro to make a for nature, mammy, do yaho, now on here known to me a more Kumasi Ufi Yasilik Bosom Checontanasi, a putu Jaquanso, Yeni Jazbo filling station, and a D. Mutakradi, Wanaji Estate, Yeni Anaji MA Primary School, no, Eben home pay, Sansuna Pukua CCP Quantimponos also will be home a year power specialist. Heba Hospital yeba me adu ya na so ye no ho fe no 0244544422 0244544422 Victory Garlic Mixer efi Dr. Mwakwo obi a wona take akra bia na wote so asa nansi achew anansi ye fa he na achew blood circulation mo genti mini ni pedua no frisa ne yie no eno na be mo anya sa experience anasa atenka no tutumirika efo ne kire pharmacy shop Heba shop bi e ben wo wurema so pe Victory Garlic Mixer ni bi ato na wonya bia ebetumi aboa ama unipadua na tumi agina so bia wontumi ni die wanum ato obro ni beka loss of appetite wonya Victory Garlic Mixer ni be na ono no etumi boa yie papa eboa san boost we immune system no ema nipadua no gina na so brane pharmacy shop Heba shop bia obi uma obenya bia to 0242545633 0242545633 ofra Dr. Amwakon wono so obeje so Hebron Health International School say excel and shine media of the Sawam Road ye ben media Presbyterian Church ne pe na wudru media ne petema open school a obia beka che se bebo abane da chia enwa any Hebron Hills International School for ni kire ho se de be ya wo so no obetumi akopa akonya de ama oba no wanya bosome nan ya woni ha okwa omobeje no omobama ne tete kama obekọ adwuma ba beto oba no ewo enije kwan so sanso na eja omomanya afi ba ko ekokosi mfi no Montessori tete no ne de ma oba no learning materials ni nyina so free UK Abba school run waba tutumirika enafo wani ekire ho na kope admission ema ba no lower and upper primary so no eno so egu so a admission no ekoso media of the Nsawam Road ho na be hu Hebron Hills International School nti bia wo ado agiri wo Nsawam ene ne mpatamu mu amuwo eye satellite kuntu nsi pobima sapema eye 3 junction amasama ene ne mpatamu nyina jinkotoku ene kofikwe school americanfo ede ama oba no ene mediafo ene wane Hebron Hills International School say excel and shine. You may go in another room, Macaho, and I edit you ready, Ebro, former MP for Amasama, a year honorable free fa, Chakese, and Command Juma for Amuya Juma, a year a free fa, a community hospital in Yano, a chacha, Daddy, washing be, who could see Unia, a Mampon Suta, Major says Sabi, on Hoka for a year, my mammy or buyer, Motumi, Ababi Drew, and Kind, Ewo, assume you, Mundu, Sanamon, and Quemoba, Yakopon, and Famo, Embe Drew, a year, assume kama. Tanko tente atenka, Mosumo Moneta, show Nesanso, and a Bengazi, Benwood, and in Hoka for ability, and a year, Adofwa, Motu Matuni, and Muti, Yano. A chow bibia and every Samajimo brain and Muti, a TVS was at a power 97.9 FM. So, Minia, a yes to God. You move on after a show free parliament, never any parliament in Komoka craft, few nafi, you ra a year, Coco section and son, and I mean, show some videos be when Yama away, nafi, Yemra a year parliament. It's to me the whole crazy here, that's just a queenim. Yem near Koso.
It will shock you. Can you believe the contractor no by site on the 18th June 2025 18th June and the bar site is over here Juma 18th June by December 19th now we a hand over the Amayentinano ya 9th January and you call commission and commission and adofo ne amanfo. That was the commissioning ceremony. Yeah. The
deepest appreciation of the government to the Catholic Church for your continuous dedication and commitment towards excellent education delivery across the country. Ladies and gentlemen, as the headmaster recounted, this is just the beginning of many good things to happen to St. Augustine's and its above. The institution started just 10 years ago. It was His Excellency John Dramani Mahama's administration one that absorbed this institution to be one of the public schools. The past 8 years saw absolutely no infrastructural development in this school. Upon assumption in the office,
brief history. Unim say Roman for the ba woman suya almost schools, top schools. Very. Within the region, St. James, Bishop na or in charge of no more better St. Augustine's Meme district. Na
St. James was
Sunya,
Sami Jamfi School.
Sami Jamfi former and Omwate St. Augustine's. Now Moti School no that was 2015, 2016 and President Mahama time government absorb. Now we absorb be public school na the free abaimu. Muga Oko school the facilities ewo ho nso ani classrooms ni nyina akoye makeshift afi na omwache school na se nyankopon adom ye ba ye within 1 year say you provided 12 classrooms well furnished equipped 4 offices kan ho it is say it to me cater for enkwara no nyina this building alone ya sanya tu anamo a aban ye nhihye say ye convert abaye no boarding school. So in the few years to come, ye convert abaye say a dormitory block on so no and she gu akwemu a ebeko. So that is the building nyankopon adom it is so important for district no na ye hwe anim say ye other secondary school and also 35 years say Gina secondary school omo administration block onye ene mpanyimfo atu anamo and also omo se afi ye behwe na yaye ede amaye we thank God for baby yankopon de bedru Mugabe wo ka parliament asem
so when I free ba
last week ba dia
I said this week Parliament you be heard DBC.
Oh, he see Parliament the NAC. Dada na. Be ya wa statement da fa kuku buo no ho. Wa statement no we 30 minutes ago wa statement afa kuku no ho we ya na majority leader and so man comprehensive response ewura to forcing ono so ni statement or de ebechire kuku nsem nom na ade ba ko a muga ye twe ho ntonto LGBT issues no asanya babiem
tene se mo ye ne den
no say debi muga babi akodu no usanya enyeye obekaya August 2021 ena LGBT homes and semi-core parliament in San George Money and ye by February 2024 na parliament ya yemra na wie edi akwakoto mampanyinenim from February 2024 kosi January 6 yewra akufuado tena konwa so no wansan amana meyemra na parliament nhye ne sese parliament bi yemra na se emra no hwase na wanwia ma ban na nsan na parliament no egu no na another parliament by the hwase na parliament ezana se nipa omuche samra de bebre kura nye MPs bi ebinti untumi metoa so se aban fufura bo no mbe sign se ye hwase na ya nwia obe hwase fufuro all together all right enti yankopon adom yewura baben ama ruling ama modi aba sei ya refer the ama committee ya shase a ye ba behwe na wodidie se yewura John Dramani Mahama ye o se wa ye crowd no kura no bo parliament to just say yenye ntem wie e de ba ya obe sign in fact oba ya no kura no na ye hwe se dada no mo ye no o sign na ye yi a enka obe sign na mbum emramu no usani ya nenyi it is say yankopon adom aba and I want to tell you say majority you fully committed say position na ye ginemu abra na ye position no say position krona na ye ginemu bibia ansesa ye ye hwe say ni manimu ya no ye be ye ho adwuma ama yewura Mahama eden nsa shase ama na be ye mra
ye na odija ye kwan ewie enyume
me de ja kwan ne say aban ba ye muga wanyi ya peni yentumi mfa wanyi ya ensolve ye problems e wo Ghana nyina nabom uhwa na montuo na meken uba meme district nko project nko yiwie ne de ekoso no 8 years chain obi 20 years 16 years ne ade uka ewura akufuado no ewura akufuo de enyina boma mpuntu dwuma within wanyi ya na meken 3 classroom blocks cheap compounds 2 no koso kwan 80 kilometers koso ye ba 12 unit classroom block and also koso and other project boreholes mako 23 ye tuawie irrigation project koso within a year sa no mo ye huno the last 8 years or 16 years of MPP rule eye Bekum West enti aseda na ye de be mama mpanyini ene na ban na yasrese ye nyina nya abotre by the next 4 years Bekum West e be fa yentuma pa efra
madam enia yes together say Dixon Chredua ase no ye century ni sports journalist ko Space FM sunyane a
oga adwuma ni yenya yo century adwuma de say yenya
ay lecturer ewo sunyane technical university I just say we di dwuma papa ewo ho we ni papa nti obakọ nenim yie pa so ya asu je nkan menua na onye okese oba ye ne dum ye na
oni nyankopon ye
du ye be shia sana akọ awie
adwuma mo ye ya enne NDC ewo aban mu no menim se mo asida de agise nyankopon na mo menne se ye wa aban mu se yina hunu se adwuma 8 years
collective
abla manfu dwane efiri kurumu ada manfu emerma aye mum no oga modi ahode
God bless you
nyankopon
Deputy News Editor Papa bi Mampoma eye ne birthday ne gangan twa birthday mama mumunu sumano poma mumunu sumano Mampoma Deputy News Editor ne wodi ne birthday pa chesifia o mefia ye hwehwam de ene mumunu adofo no na mama na su ade amano na bibia nso atimi akonkan no ne kwatwewa ne de anwumire no nsia bro kwatwewa ene de anwumire no nsia kase ebo de ebro ene anwumire obade ne dom ye ne etenkwam akina no me nsan be san de nsia mamu nyina mmo ene tie